All right, all right, all right. It is Friday night, drink in hand. You already know what it is. You already know what it is. I got my ice ready. I got my I still got a little over half a bottle, under half a bottle of the Colombian rum. We're gonna kill that tonight. I got a little soda to go along with it. Yeah, I don't care what you're drinking tonight. I don't care if it's soda water. I don't care if it's tap water. I don't care if you're drinking toilet water. I don't care if it's sewer water. I don't care if it's river rain water. I don't care what you ain't supposed to be drinking. It's ocean water. I don't care what you're drinking. Tonight is drinking hand. I don't care if you're drinking milk, pet milk. I don't care if it's powdered milk. Whatever you're drinking tonight, I want to know what you're drinking. Put it in the comment section. Dre, I'm drinking old school powdered milk. I don't care what type of milk. I don't care if it's evaporated milk, whatever it is you drinking. Let me know what you guys are drinking because you are my drinking partners. I already told you I do not drink during the week unless I'm around or with you guys. So when you guys come to town, that's when Andrea's drinking. Or when I'm on Friday night drinking hand, that's when Andrea's drinking. Other than that, I'm not drinking anything but Colombian coffee. That's what your girl allows me to drink. Colombian coffee. Not allows, but that's what she always makes for me. Some good old-fashioned Colombian coffee. All right, let's go with our first super chat right out the gate. Is my boy Tobias in the building representing. All right, hello. Showing support. Thank you for that $20 super chat. Thank you guys already in advance for any super chats, for any cash apps. Let me put that link down here so you guys will be able to see that cash app going across the bottom. So if you guys want to support the channel and anything that we do, because we're still buying equipment, wait till I get this sound effect. See, once I get this sound bar, the sound box, y'all think I'm crazy now. Wait till I get all them sound effects and start acting a fool. See, I'm gonna wait till we get back from Cuba to go ahead and purchase it. But yeah, we're gonna be doing some mighty things. But yeah, definitely let me know what you guys are doing. We got several people in here. We're gonna do the shout outs right about now. We got a special guest tonight, my man Aaron from Black Men's Travel. Once again, this is Andrea Love Crossing Borders. Just in case you didn't know, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We got 36 people in the presence right now. We all know, just like Felicia always says, the live stream queen. It is not a live stream if Felicia the queen is not here. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel. Please wipe your feet at the door. That means click the like button because the like button invites other individuals into the live stream. But let's get ready to head back. We got Tobias as numero uno. We got the Atlanta Street Promo Podcast. I like that, representing from the ATL. Yeah, man. I remember one time I got what was going on? I got stuck in the ATL during a snowstorm. Like, yeah, it was like you couldn't drive anywhere. And I'm like, I'm not trying to be driving on black ice in Atlanta. Because if you've ever driven in Atlanta, there's mountains and everything. Yeah, that wasn't fun. But I love the A, love the food. Okay, the Mister. There you go. That's as clean as you get it. The Mister. Let's do this. Yes, make sure you guys have your drinks in hand. Once again, we got Queen Felicia. All right, we got the Navigators back in the building, representing. Okay, let me check this out real quick. All right. I'm just trying to make sure that my man Aaron from Black Men's Travel. I actually just woke Aaron ass up. Man, if you don't wake your ass up, he's in Thailand. You know that's 12 hours from now. I'm like, man, get up, get your ass up. If I was ringing his phone like I was kicking the side of the bed. Get your happy ass up. What you think you doing? You got a show to do tonight. So he already hit me up a few minutes ago. And then as soon as I woke him up, I say, take your time. Take your time. But let me know what you guys are drinking tonight, man. All right, Felicia's in the building. What? Take your time, Aaron. Take your time. All right, we outside. Oh, yeah, we outside with it, representing. We got my man in the building, Bolak in the building, Javon representing. Hey, man, we got to hang out this weekend. I ain't got nothing to do, so it's going to be me and you stuck. Since everybody else is going home from the festival, it's going to be me and you, brother. We still got some spots I got to take you to anyway. Oh, yeah, here we go. We got Gail. All right, Gail represent, looking all cute and everything. I see you. I see how you doing. Evening chat. Twan is in the building, representing. All right, we got Nui Media. All right, here we go. Hey, fellas, let me see if I can pronounce that correct. Giannis. Let me know if I pronounced it. And not Giannis. If I pronounced your name correctly, I'm proud of myself. Like Chantel says, Chantel Simmons, my girl, she always says, I'm always messing up somebody's name. Big Will is in the building representing. My uncle is here. Ghostface checking in. Thank you, Unc. This is the funny part. Like I said, Uncle Jeffrey, I always say it like this. He's a child that my grandparents had, because he's younger than me. He's the child my grandparents had when they had all these grandkids. All of a sudden, they didn't know how to sit their ass down somewhere. They need to have one more child after they had the other ones. And here comes Jeffrey after all these grandkids running around and grandma pregnant. So that's Jeffrey Taylor, Jeffrey, my man, right there in the building, Ghostface representing. All right, come on. It's not even a live stream. It ain't every live stream I met. Listen, Global Paper be on tour, man. I don't know what Global Paper ain't got no job. He like Tommy O'Martin. He ain't got no job, man. He be on everybody's live stream. I be thinking I'm sneaking on somebody's live stream, and Global Paper be sitting up there waiting already. Hey, Dre, when you just getting here? Like, okay, here we go. Brazil or die. Models and bottles for L. For L. The man said he's doing an L. Global Paper. All right. All right, let me get. Oh, my boy right there. Clyde is in the building. Salute. All right, Charles Ryan, PhD, just letting you guys know. What up, Dre? Do you ever sleep, bro? I actually do. I do sleep now. It took another thing that makes Andrea such a good wife. She's the first woman to actually make me sit my butt down and go get some sleep. No woman has ever said, man, you need to get some sleep. Because I'm one of those people that I've always had, I haven't had the ability to sleep my whole life. I've always been a person that's like 3 hours, 2 hours my whole life. And Andrea's like, okay, let me go get you a checkup. Doctor said you need to go to sleep. And so now I'm getting sleep. Because if I stay in here late at night, Andrea would just walk in here in the middle of the night and she'll just stare at me like, and don't say nothing. She'll just walk in here and just stare at me like, you know what this is. Get your ass in that bed. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't know who you think you is. And my Andre be looking at me like, if your name is not Santa Claus, you ain't got no business being up this late at night every night. That's how she be looking at me like, are you delivering toys? Then you need to go to bed. All right. Saint Cyr. I like that one. There we go. Okay. It says the titles part works for Spanish. Or in Portuguese. I'm dipping. I'm dipping somebody's conversation. Am I dipping? Okay. The key maker. Man, I wish I'd have thought about that one. Straight from the Matrix. You know what? Man, I'm about to steal your name, man. The key maker. Damn. Everybody want to be Morpheus. Everybody want to be Neo. Ain't nobody thought about being the key maker. I ain't mad at you, bro. Salute for that one. Felicia is everywhere. Felicia does. It be live streams. I'd be like, well, Felicia busy. I see her on the live stream. I'm like, well, she's busy, or Gail is busy. Then all of a sudden, Felicia be over here, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't I just see Felicia? Yeah. Felicia be on tour for real. All right, let's go down a little further. Dejan is in the building. Dewan is in the building. Looking out for this one. Oh yeah, looking out for this. You ready for this one? Yeah, I got my man in the back looking crazy. Go and stretch them eyes out. You see, y'all go see him with his sunglasses on, Mr. Cool Smooth himself. And I already told him he need to take a photo shoot, and it's gonna all be in sunglasses. I thought Stevie had a sunglass collection. Aaron got a collection for you. Yeah. Here we go. Austin Holloman in a bit. What the hell? Hey, let me pour me a drink right now. The one and only man in the moment. Me and Austin were talking earlier. I was telling Austin, ride it out, baby, because it comes fast. Ride it out. I'm proud of him. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm proud of all of us. In all sincerity, all of what we all are doing together as a unit. And I love the fact I'm seeing all the brothers, the true brothers, that are circling the wagons around this brother and protecting him. I was telling Kosher Cognition, and they were talking about me, and they were talking about culture on this other YouTube channel. They were just dogging our passport brothers, and I was like, that's our job, Kosher. Our job is to take these comments and these blows and these criticisms so this brother Austin can blow up. When you circle the wagon, it's your job to shoot the gun and take the arrows. It's your job to circle the wagon around these young brothers that are getting their passports and these young women that are getting their passports and traveling. We take the blows. That's our job. We've been dealing with this long enough. We the older dudes. Take the blows and stop crying, culture. Come on, we got this, bro. We got this. Let's take these blows. It's Aaron's job to take these blows for these young brothers so they can go ahead and build their brands. They ain't got no business taking no slings and arrows. It's our job as older dudes to protect these young brothers and circle the wagons around them. So, and that's what I told Coach. Was mad last night. I'm walking from the bar, and Coach was he hot to him. He hot to him. These motherfuckers, I'm gonna kill everybody. I'm like, Coach, you ain't gotta kill him, Coach. Oh, it was funny. All right, we got DJ in the building. DJ, please pick up your phone. I'm on it. My man BMT. It's going to be hard in these streets. Yeah, oh yeah, man. You know what BMT is. See, BMT is like the opposite of me. He's like what Sade wrote her song about is no need to ask. He's a smooth operator, coast to coast, LA to that's BMT. He ain't raising his voice too loud. BMT, one of them dudes is like, listen, I'm either whoop your ass now, I'm gonna whoop your ass later, but you gonna get your ass whooped messing with me. I'm one of them dudes is like, we ain't about to talk, let's tussle. See, BMT, man, he just too cool with it, man. I'm like, man, if I was that cool someday, I'll be cool like that. I'll be cool like that. All right. Black Haven says drinking alkaline water. See, that's what I'm talking. Even if you're drinking that agua, that alkaline water, the smooth, the clean, the keep your body healthy water. Here's to you. I got alkaline ice cubes. See, I got alkaline ice cubes. I made sure my ice cubes were pure and healthy. All right. Let's see what else we got up in here. We got 57 people. I can't go through everybody. Okay, Pooh Man in the building. What's up, brother? Representing. Juan giving that shout out to Austin. All right. See, that's how we do, man. We circle the wagons around each other. We support each other. And I kid you not, man. There is nowhere in the world. I like what who said this? Dennis Sperling, the brother that's the attorney who was like he helped the family of Kevin Samuels after Kevin passed on. He made sure that he took the slings and arrows for the Samuels family. He didn't want anybody attacking the mama and attacking Kevin's daughter. So any criticism they had, he made sure that he took it. And that's how I feel about these young brothers that are coming along on YouTube. Us brothers that's been around long enough, we got our 100,000 subscribers and all that. Man, it's our job this time to take them slings for them young brothers, man. All these young brothers that are coming along, like the brother we interviewed yesterday, my man Brazil, yes, man. Them brothers is coming along up on YouTube. It's our job to take Kings and Dreams, Flyboy Way. It's our job to take them slings, man, for them brothers, man. Let the brothers' brands grow too. So if they criticize us, I don't give a damn. I'm 6,000 miles away. What I give a damn about what somebody got to say in the States anyway? But at the end of the day, I still got my boy Back in Black in the building, representing trucking from Kansas. Oh man, we got some preseason. Y'all guys just whenever I think about Kansas, I think about my division with the Kansas City Chiefs, and we got a game tomorrow. My Raiders. We got a game with Miami. Miami plays the Raiders tomorrow for preseason. All right, let me not dip in the conversation when I see a conversation going on. The African Wolf, man, that's a good name. Woo! The African Wolf. You know why I'm here. You know why I'm here, Dre. Don't act like you don't. Don't pretend. Andre already knows. She said, I already know how you're going to be talking. Motherfuckers, asses and titties. And I'm like, I don't talk like that. Do I? Buck Travels in the building representing my boy. That's what I'm talking about. All right, here we go. Felicia, is Clyde. Is J Clyde, my bad. Okay, Passport Bros for life. Yeah, for L. Somebody my girl Chantel Simmons, I was in her chat and she said, Andre, are you Passport Bro? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm Passport Brothers. I'm this for life. I say I ain't giving my passport up. I said I got 2 books that I depend on, my Bible and my passport. I said that's it. I said the rest of the books I read are for pleasure and for business. That's it. All right, Mad Dollars representing my boy. That's what I'm talking about. If I don't get to you guys, because there's so many of you. Okay, I think I got down to everybody. I got EMB in the building representing the Dazzle Urban. The Dazzle Urbanite. I like that. The Dazzling Urbanite. All right. Sounds like it's cool. Sound like it's a cool name. All right, let's get ready to get started, guys. We got my man up in here. Tonight's topic. Let's lay the foundation for tonight's topic. All right. Tonight's topic, we're going to be doing some myth busting because some of y'all have been watching too many YouTube videos and y'all think y'all know South America. You don't know a damn thing about South America. You've been here a couple times. You really think you got it down pat, huh? You think you done had you some South American coochie? Yeah, you think you know it. Some of you ladies, you've been down here, and yeah, because a lot of you sisters came down here for the Black Afro-Colombian. I didn't realize how nasty y'all is. I told you I got videos and photos of y'all American women coming down here doing some nasty. I'm like, is she from the States? Is that a flag in her booty? Okay. So my point is that there are some things that we all need to learn and make sure that we're confident of when it comes to dating in South America. Why? 10% are making the mistake of dating 10%. I'm going to say this again. 10%, you're making the mistake of dating 10%. What do I mean by that? And Aaron already know this before I bring him on because he always talk about this. Once again, I'm jealous of that keymaker name. A lot of you guys don't realize, men and women, as soon as we cross outside the borders of the United States, do you know most of the world, you rank in the 10%? You make it 30,000, you really rank in the 10% of the world. You make it 40,000 a year, you ranking in the 10% of the world. You making 50, 60, 100,000 a year, you ranking in the 10% of the world. So why the hell are y'all dating the bottom 10% of the world? You can't say, well, the prettiest ones are the poor ones. That's bullshit. I live here. I know who are pretty. Aaron's been here. He's been throughout South America like I have. And the one thing I can tell you, pretty chicks ain't no broke chicks ain't no prettier than chicks that got money. So if you're in the top 10%, and if you walk up to a Colombian and ask him to date the bottom 10%, how come the Colombian dude gonna tell you, ain't no way in hell she coming to my finca farm after I know? You go to the Brazilian dude that's got money and ask him, would you go up in the barrio and get one of them broke bitches and be with her? They looking at you like, are you kidding? She can't go to a fundraiser with me. I can't take her on a golf course here in Brazil with me. So that's why we're myth busting tonight, because we gotta stop being. You gotta know, like they were talking on. Shout out to Chapel Pie and his live stream that they're doing. Chapel Pie said this in their live stream. You have to know your worth, and you have to date your worth. You have to know your worth and have to date your worth. Now, I understand in the beginning when you first go to Brazil, when you first go to Colombia or DR, you just trying to fuck everything. I understand, ladies, all you see is chocolate walking out the ocean. And you like, yeah, that's me right there. I got you. I understand, ladies. Fellas, same thing. I understand she chocolatey and she got dimples, and you ain't never seen no sisters with Latin accents. Got you. I'm with you. But after your second, third trip, your mind should tell you, sit your ass down and start dating the level of women that you deserve to date. I say it again, the level of women you deserve to date. Now, some of you dudes are bottom feeders. I got a friend that's getting ready to come on the live stream that like them bottom feeders. And he already said it. But that's where the great debate is about to take place. But if you are a part of the top 10% in most of the world, you need to start working your way up. I ain't saying you need to only date in the top 10%, but what I'm saying is if you come to Colombia and you got chicks that's always begging you and they ain't got nothing else but begging and booty, what are you doing wrong? So let's get ready to lay this foundation. Let's get ready to lay this foundation. I already laid the foundation. Let's bring this man Aaron on.
What up, player?
What's up? What's up, player number one? Stevie Wonder / smooth operator / Usher with the smooth glasses on. You probably got about 20 pair of sunglasses.
We in here. What's up, player? What's up?
And probably like 15 hats. Because you keep the hat to the back. I ain't mad at you, Ben Roskenberger.
You already know, man. You already know. What's good? What's good? We in here.
Oh man, how's your morning going so far? I know it's just starting, but how's your morning going so far?
It's going pretty good, bro. It's going pretty good.
I'm glad that we're at least 12 hours evenly apart, so I don't have to calculate the hours. All I gotta do is just say, okay, if it's 9 something there, then there's 9 something here. So
I think it's like 11 hours, like an hour off.
Is it?
Yeah, it's like 11 hours.
What time is it there?
It's 9:23 here.
It's 9:23 here.
Oh, okay. All right.
Man, don't be trying to throw me in Zoom off. I mean, because usually when I talk to Richie be like, well, it's 12 hours here. So I'm like, okay, cool. Now here you go with the new. Okay, somebody came to us real quick. Jobs are stiff. Okay, I like that. Okay. He said, Andre, I had a cat tell me that passport bros are all whoremongers at one point in time in life. And none of them are looking for wives. I pointed him toward you and the red toward you and get the red from Friday. And got the red from Friday. Did I read that correctly? See, what I need to stop doing is, see, I got contacts now, right? But I didn't put them in. Go figure. Okay, well, that's different. Okay, so thank you for that comment, brother. And he's absolutely correct. Not everybody. Now, let me hear what you have to say about that, Aaron, in regards to, he said dudes have a tendency of thinking that all passport bros are whoremongers.
Yeah, they like to get people caught up in like what like tourist guys do in like little tourist areas on vacation. That's not really the definition of a passport, bro. You know, so
far from it.
They're trying to just trying to dissuade us from traveling and living our best lives, but it's a whole lot more that goes on in consideration of being a passport, bro. Like living extended amounts of times overseas, traveling, continuously. Just enjoying yourself and also finding different opportunities overseas. There's a lot of opportunities overseas for you to invest your American dollar, leverage your American dollar rather, as well as medical tourism, dental tourism, entrepreneurship. But, guys get caught up because they got the women on the pedestal. That's all they think about. But once you get out here, as once you get out to these countries and start living, you will see that that's like the last thing on your mind.
Absolutely correct. One of the things that people make the mistake of is, as you were saying, the opportunities. And I'm gonna be honest. As much as people bitch about wanting us to come back, they don't want us back in the States. And I'll tell you what I mean. We know so much now. You think you don't like black men, ladies, hear me out. And guys, if they think they don't like us before passports, in the way we behave, do you really want us back in the States after passports? Man, please. You talk about, you thought we were arrogant men before. Man, when we get back to the States, it's nothing you can tell us. It's nothing you can tell us to make us, in other words, compromise what we've learned, who we've become, what we expect. We've sat back and watched these Colombian men put these women in check. We're going to go back to the States and we expect nothing less. We've sat back and watched these women in Thailand, for example, as you always describe, with their submissiveness. We expect nothing less. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
I see we got the body emotion in the background. I caught that move, bro, with the hair everywhere. Okay, all right, little mama. I see you, little mama. Here's to you. Here's to you, sunshine. Yeah, okay.
Give me like 30 seconds real quick, bro.
All right, take care of your business, player. You know me, I'm long-winded. I'm just saying. I saw what I saw when I saw it. Brother Austin said, he said, hell no, standards are going to be, yeah. Man, you talk about passport arrogance, and plus my passport is like crack it. Talk to me.
You're just going to wave and that's fine.
Hey, you might want to put your mic, you'll put your
Just
self
say
in mute too.
hello, Andre. What?
You might want to put yourself in mute next time, brother.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Conversation was well. Hey, at least I got a hand. That was cool, man. But yeah, that passport arrogance is real, and it's we're not worth coming back to the state. You don't want us back. You barely want the brothers that are coming back. Yeah, ladies, y'all, the last thing you want is a brother with a passport coming back to the States full time. We gonna be all depressed. Your sex the best sex you give us gonna seem raggedy. Your cooking, we gonna be looking like, so you ain't gonna put it on a plate. You just cook it and leave it in a pot. So I'm not used to women that leave the food in the pot. So you don't cook, huh? You just cook it and leave it right there in the pot. So you ain't gonna make a drink for me or nothing. You don't clean the house. So this is what we doing now. We ain't no good for y'all ladies. Y'all don't want us back in the States. Passport brothers, the last thing you want is a passport brother giving you sex. We're going to give you the raggediest sex. It's going to be sex with depression. It's going to be all sad sex because all we hearing is all the good sex we were having in Brazil and in Thailand and in Singapore and all in Belize and all the brothers that's going to South Africa and all the brothers that's coming to Colombia and all the nasty sex they were having in Ecuador. And then you want us to have sex with you American women? Oh my God, it's gonna be like some raggedy, just boring ass sex. Like, here, just take this nut and leave me alone. We're gonna be going to sleep. Men gonna be claiming they got headaches. I got a headache, baby. I can't have sex with you. Why? You just don't remind me of my Brazilian women. You just use a 3 now. I'm a 10 in the States, but use a 3 in my mind now. So but yeah, as I was saying, you back, eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there we go. Okay, nobody ever asked this question in all sincerity. How did you get started with traveling?
All right, so I first traveled outside the States with my ex-girlfriend back in like
No.
2000.
Let's go back even further than that. What made you get your passport to do that first travel?
2003, 2004, my ex-girlfriend, best friend, was getting married in Jamaica. She was doing a destination wedding, and that initially got me my passport. Even though I don't think I even needed it at that time to go to Jamaica. It was something like that, but I ended up getting it. And that experience wasn't really because, it was a wedding. I was with her. Jamaica was okay. I liked it, but I was like, I can take it or leave it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then around 2016, I started listening to Charles Tyler on the internet. Facebook group first. And I was looking at the photos and I just couldn't wrap my mind about, us traveling because everything I heard about Brazil was through the City of God, the movie. I don't know if you remember the movie, The City of God.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sitting here like, why would you go to Brazil? Like, why would you go there? Like, Brazil it just wasn't registering to me. But then Charles Tyler got like a YouTube channel and I started seeing visuals. And I'm like, oh, wait a minute. That's how they living? That's how they looking out there? Oh, I got to go. Right. So I ended up going down there to see Charles Tyler. Unfortunately, he was kind of not feeling well at the time. But I linked up with some other guys in Brazil, and they just, because I was so nervous, bro. The funny thing is, I almost didn't go. This is funny. I almost didn't go. The reason I almost didn't go because my barber was like my OG, was telling me not to go. He was like, "Man, I don't know. They're gonna kidnap you. I don't know if it's safe out there." And I'm thinking in my head, damn, my barber always right about everything. He's like, "Man, do they speak English?" I was like, "I don't think they do speak English. I think they speak Portuguese." He was like, "Bruh, just be real careful." But I wouldn't go if I was you. And I was like, damn. But I was dating a Colombian woman at the time, and she was just like, no, it's not like that. You'll be fine. You're gonna be in tourist area. You got a guide out there already. So to make a long story short, I ended up going down to Brazil for 2 weeks, and I was what Austin Holloman is now as far as the reaction when I got back, because it really changed my life. I never ever went through like a depression, bro, having to leave somewhere. You know what I'm saying? I'm sitting here because when I first got there, I was like, man, I messed up. I'm like, man, it's like third world country. Everything look old. But then I started seeing these beautiful women. And I started seeing more beautiful women. Then I started linking up with brothers that was already down there. And we started moving around, shaking around. And then to my surprise, Andre, because remember, we are a part of the American propaganda campaign, it's black people down there. It's a lot of black people down there, right?
What? Black
And
people
they
in
got
Brazil?
froze.
Say it
Yeah, they
isn't
got
true.
froze and everything. And I'm sitting here like, damn, I didn't even know this was like a black country, basically, right? So, man, by the time I left, I was like, man, I didn't really want to leave at all. When I got back, I was like, I told my whole family, I'm moving overseas.
You ain't even hesitate. Mom, dad, uncles, cousins, nephews. Let me.
Right.
You looking at your dog? I need to talk to you.
Yeah, I had started a blog and wrote an article, and I had posted it in that Facebook group, and that's how the whole Black Men Travel started. I just wanted to just write articles about my travels because I said, man, you know what? When black men travel overseas, it's different than when women and other ethnic groups travel overseas. Basically, we have a different experience all the way around. So I said, let me write from a black male's perspective because it's different. Because remember, they did like it was either an article, it was something that was kind of speaking negatively on Brazil.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, damn, let me write my experience to balance this out because that wasn't my experience. I had the time of my life out there and Lapa and all that. This is when Brazil was really popping. This is before, it was a little, changes and everything. This is when Brazil was just off the chain, bro. Back then, when you was American, you just walk in the room and they just like all over you, bro. So it was one of the best experiences I ever had in my life, bro. Honestly speaking, honestly speaking. And then we got caught, I think on my last day, we got caught up in like some underground Brazilian club. And it was like dusk to dawn in there. Me and my homeboy, we had brought some German flight attendants with us. And they was like, did y'all know this is this type of club? Did y'all know this? Just women flying, just dancing, all these Brazilian dances, just the music and the red lights and the drinks and the locals. And we just like, yo, it was just turned from just like nothing to just something just in like 10 minutes. And that's when I was like, you know what? I'm rocking with South America. I can rock with this. I can do this. I can do this. And you know what? Another thing, and I don't want to, sound like, because, I know I love my sisters, don't get me wrong. But Andre, I'm going to be honest with you. I got to say this. I never knew what black women, the women in my family were their natural hair, but I never seen black women in masks with froze and like, I never seen that, right? Like just everywhere, everybody got natural hair. And I was like, yo, this is dope. They really in tune with their African culture. Like they not even no perm, they just have it out. And I don't know if you ever seen that, but that's the most beautiful thing in the world to see a whole bunch of sisters. Well, you're in Colombia, so but just because did you see that in the States? Did you see like women in masks wearing their natural hair like that?
You know what's so crazy, Aaron, is the fact that, and it hit me this weekend while I was at the Afro-Colombian Festival. These sisters have the same texture of hair as sisters in the States that claim, well, we need to wear a bonnet to protect our hair. We need to wear a hair wrap to do this for our hair or that for our hair. All the excuses you hear for, well, I wear a weave because I don't want to pull. I want my hair to remain healthy. So my real hair is underneath the weave. All the excuses we hear as men, as much as we yell ladies, we don't like that. Then you come to South America. I don't know what these women are eating. I don't know what these women are putting in their hair with the same texture.
Texture.
No bonnet, nothing. Their afros got a curl to it. You like, are these all Obama little sisters or something? So because every female's got a nice afro that's beautiful. And the afro or the curly afros, they almost like they compete to see who got the best natural hairstyle. That's another thing you'll notice in South America. It's not just like it's a one-off or a two-off. It's the kids. It's the grandmama got nice hair. All of them. What it's like when when coming to America, we say, "What you got in this hair, boy? You got herbs, berries, and juices?" Because when you see these Afro-Colombian, Afro-Brazilian, Afro-South Americans in general, they take away the excuse that the black woman has been using in the United States with their hair. They take away that whole excuse. Now, there are some women that still wear a braid weave. Yeah, they'll wear, because you can tell that they're just using it for fashion because it's going down to their ankle. But for the most part, It's just natural afros, naturally curly hair. You could, if you ever was a brother that wanted to get freaky with your woman, and you want to tug and pull it back and get a good handful and put it in, you know how you do your freakiness. You put it in a bun while she give you your head, and you can do that down here. Ain't nobody gonna criticize you for grabbing a black woman's hair. They swimming, they all in the ocean, all in the beach. Come on, you will never see that in the United States. You will never see that.
Can I ask
ahead,
your
brother.
opinion? Can I ask your opinion on this real quick? Like I said,
we
we know we love our sisters and everything. We just.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think because of the natural hair? Because I know it was a doctor that came out and he was saying that the chemicals kind of sip down into the brain. Do you think the women act a little differently because they have a natural hair? They're not processing it as much. Because I'm gonna tell you, it's a big difference between a black Colombian woman and a There's a big difference.
Day and night.
Big day and night, bro.
Day and night.
Day and night.
I have seen, and even just in the skin, man. Man, Aaron, I have seen some of the most beautiful skin on black women I have ever seen in my life. And it's almost like it's a oil. It's almost like it's like you looking at this, it's like, her skin is so smooth, just baby oil, smooth black women. Doesn't matter what complexion she is. And you sitting back, you hearing these sisters in the States complaining and I can't get I need this, and you like, man. And that's why I sit back and I say, you don't want us black men with passports back in the States, because we ain't gonna be no good. We've seen what hair is supposed to be, how it's supposed to look like. And this the other thing, even when they wrap their hair, it looks like African sexiness. It makes you feel like I'm about to have sex with a real African queen. Not like how y'all had y'all bun it in the States where you just throw it on there, put a knot in the back, you wake up in the morning and a knot in the front, and then I want to have morning sex. Now with that hair wrapping bonnet, no, we're not having this. Brothers, I'm gonna bust your heads wide open. I don't see how y'all still having sex with women in the States with them damn bonnets. This drink is for you. For all you dudes that's sitting back and still got the audacity to roll over. Because I understand we men, we'll have sex with damn near anything that's shaped like in an oval shape, right? I got you. But god dang, some of y'all married to that. You married to lifelong bonnets. Some of y'all are married to lifelong hair helmets. Shout out to the hair helmets. But when you go to these other countries, and Aaron is absolutely correct, you see that there is no freaking excuse for black women in the United States to have your hair so messed up. And here it is. Here's the other kicker before I hear what you have to say, Aaron. There is no excuse, especially when the women in these countries don't even have the freaking money that you have to take care of your hair on another level. These women's like, no, these berries will do this, and these herbs will do this to my hair, and these scents and all this other, and all these fruit and leaf. They'll take a maple leaf and make their hair healthy. You telling me as women in the United States, you got all that damn money and you can't make your hair look good enough to where you gotta wear a bonnet, you gotta have a weave, you gotta have braids, you gotta have them. Some of you dudes ain't never seen your woman hair, never. You been with her for 5 years. You can't tell me what her hair. You can't show me right now a picture of your woman in her natural hair, because you ain't never seen your woman in her natural hair, except for 3 times when she was changing into the new weave. She was getting new braids, and you just so happen to walk in the room when her and a girl was getting it done.
And I give you even a bigger issue. One of the biggest issues is if you decide to procreate and have a family with that woman, and you have a daughter. Guess what? She's gonna pass that down to her daughter, and her daughter's gonna be insecure about her natural hair. And I'm like, nah, man. I don't know if you saw a clip. There was a clip of a video of a father, a black father. And he was like bucking, like saying his daughter ain't old enough to wear no wig or no weaves. She was like a little girl. He was like, hell no, she's wearing her natural hair right now. She's not old enough to be, wear weaves and wigs right now. So that's a beautiful thing, man. We have a beautiful grade of hair. You know, well, we don't got no hair, but I'm just saying in general.
Right. I got beautiful grade of baldness, but
there you go.
I think I let me know, Aaron. I think I appreciate black women more outside the United States than I ever did in the United States. Not the black women themselves, but just black women globally in general. I sit back and I get it now. I get when people say black women are the most beautiful women in the world.
Facts.
You only saw it from the U.S. perspective, but when you see it from a global perspective, black women, you like, I really get it now. Absolutely.
It's funny, right? Because if you look at the correlation of when black men used to wear conchs, you know, back in the the 50s.
I had
60s,
a conch. What you talking about, man?
You know, 70s.
Well, I'm a Detroit player. I had a conch.
You had a conch? Did you have a conch or you had like a Jerry curl?
Conch, the wave.
You didn't have a curl?
Where it was burning, man, when they put it in, man. What, man, bruh? I was like the third person in Detroit with curls in the 8th grade That was my 8th grade graduation gift, man. I had the Jerry curl before it was a title.
You had the curl. Yeah, you had the Jerry curl.
You
could have had no conch.
Jerry curl.
Fair curl.
Man, my hair used to go down my back, man. I was a player, a true Detroit player, man.
But you see how we
number one.
You see how we phased back and started just rocking the naturals. We was like, man, we ain't putting all that stuff in our hair no more. We're gonna just start rocking the Caesars and the Even Stevens and stuff, right? That kind of changed our mentality a little bit, because back in them zip days, we were trying to look like them a little bit.
Yeah.
Now we're like, we're gonna get our own thing going on, and it fits us much better. Just to rock our naturals, the dreads, the braids, the afros, whatever. But we ain't putting all that stuff to lay it down. Usher tried to bring it back a little bit, you know what I'm saying, and Young Jock, but we was like, bro, we ain't going back to them days.
I remember when Jock, when I saw Jock with the conch, I was like, Jock, what you doing, bro? We ain't doing this.
Yeah, we ain't going back there. We ain't going back there, bro.
You cut that shit. Big Mike said we have some black Chileans. Now he's in Chile. Black Chileans in Santiago, Chile. Natural hair and very feminine. Yes, a good friend of mine, really good friend of mine. Sister, just moved down to Chile about a month ago. And she hit me up. She said, Andre, I'm down here in Chile, living my best life, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I'm telling you, it's sisters down in Chile. So do not sleep on Chile, fellas. Do not get it twisted. There are black women down there in Chile too that can cook. And yes, it's Chile. That name is not by mistake. So
hey, man, that bloodline stretches far. Like when I got here to Thailand and I started seeing what we would consider black Asians, right? In our eyes, they like our complexion. I had no idea. It's like a hidden population almost. As far as you'll never see them on a TV like that. But you got Thai people that look like, not look like us, but around our complexion, even with our features, because Thai people and Filipinos are pretty much like the melanated group of Southeast Asia, right? Of Asia. So it's just a beautiful thing. I'm just thinking like, boy, our bloodline just reached all over the planet. We spawn everywhere. It's a little sprinkle of us everywhere. You go to Iceland somewhere, you're gonna see a sprinkle of us. And me and my homeboy talking about that yesterday, because he was having like a little card party. It was a bunch of Thai people, and they was doing their thing. It was just me and him. And he was like, bro, you see how we just vibe? Black people, we just vibe with different cultures. Like, it ain't no awkwardness, nothing like that. Thai people playing cards. We listening to our music. We just, you know what I'm saying? We kind of like just enjoying the similarities of our cultures. They play this card game like it's spades out here. They all play.
Right. Talking shit and everything.
Talking shit, gambling, everything. A table full of them. And we sitting over here chilling. It's like, we here. We got the same little energy a little bit to a certain degree. We all like a melanated little people, So it's just a beautiful thing, man, that we're able to go places and generally, not all the time, blend in to a certain degree.
I'm excited that Andre and I are going to Cuba for the first time in 3 weeks. A lot of people don't realize that Cuba is the fifth largest Afro-Latin population in the world. So to go see that 1 million black people that nobody in the United States talks about, and then we're in November, we're heading to Rio for the first time, and so to see those brothers and sisters down there, and just I'm
gonna put you on some. I'm gonna be your tour guide for even though I'm gonna be your tour guide. I'm gonna tell you where to go. You're gonna have, bruh. You're gonna have a ball and we get to read.
Oh man, I already know. I
I
already know. I already planned on hitting you up anyway.
It's like Orlando or something. Like it's so.
Oh, that's where I'm from Tampa,
Yeah.
Orlando area.
Yeah, and a lot of people start speaking a little English out there, so y'all gonna have a ball, man. It's real nice. You will be in some of the nicest areas in Brazil, and you know you had a little restaurant. You know you're not really paying attention to the prices on it. You know you might glance at it, then you get your bill, and you be like, "Oh, that's it? Okay, so let me." You think you're stealing or something? You be like, "Hold on, real quick. Let me pay this real quick." You know, $30-$40.
I've been living in Colombia. Shout out to Culture. I've been living in Colombia for 5 years. I still get surprised at the restaurant prices. Mm-hmm. It's like a bunch of us came, like you, me, and a bunch of us will come, but just a bunch of men. We sit up here gorging, drinking, laughing, and gorging. That'll be $50. You like what? At the all we drink, and I think my reaction is funny, but to sit back and watch guys that have never been to Colombia or even to Cali reaction, because Cali is 40% less than Medellin for the same thing, to sit back and watch them react is like, man, I got to get you to Cali, man. I just realized that, because you got to get you some real Colombian food from sisters and brothers.
You know, I
see, Medellin, y'all always complain about, man, the food ain't seasoned here in Colombia. They don't bake the food like we. Come on down here to Cali with black people making it. Come on down here. You gonna taste all of them. You don't need no Lawry's seasoning salt. They got their own version down here.
Well, let me say this: the Avro paisas do cook somewhat of a different palette of food. You know, it's a little more seasoned if you get like a black paisa, a Medellin girl. True. But you know, in most cases, Andre, you're gonna have to sneak up in that kitchen real quick and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like, girl.
Like, yeah, man, I feel you. I feel you on that one.
You gotta enjoy your food, you know. That's why everybody in shape.
He said, I really thought after Chris Rock made the movie, this is a good one. I really thought after Chris Rock made the movie Good Hair, they would stop with the chemicals. Man, they just amped that up. They got think about what has taken place since he made Good Hair. You got the fake baby hair. You got the little what, I don't know what that is, the fake forehead. I don't know what y'all call it, the lace front. The fake forehead where they start peeling up after 2 or 3 days. Peekaboo, I see you. That start picking up. That they got that since. Think about how many different type of weaves that in the United States they've created since Chris Rock made Good Hair. Men got weave now in the United States. Instead of embracing your baldness, you got men sitting back and getting fake brush waves and fake finger rolls and fake braids and all, dude, because the women in the United States make you feel less than. Am I right, Aaron?
Mm-hmm.
Make you feel less than, and not realize that when you go to other countries, they want to grab the back of your head while you eating that honey. So at the end of the day, I'm telling you.
You know what's strange? Well, I've noticed about, especially here, like I get to talk to women from Turkey, Russia, Asia, Japanese, Korean, and we all kind of live in the same building, so we get to have conversations, and I get to see them in passing. I like to do people watching, right? So all these different ethnicities of women like black features, right? So you get the Russian girls with the Botox in their lips to get the full lips. Then you'll get the Asian girl to get the micro braids because they like the black hairstyle, right? Then you got so they trying to look like, while you trying to look like them, they trying to look like you. It's just the weirdest thing in the world. Like, be beautiful, just be natural, just be yourself. But I would say this: all races of women alter themselves, and they, it's beauty, because, like I say, Russian women, they do Botox like black women do weave in the States, bro. Like, they all got the little lip, the little Kim Kardashian type lips. You be like, damn, all y'all do that, And then you got a lot of, I would say, even Asian girls to a certain degree, they'll get the, they got like some puffy froze, like the one just left here, like they be having the little puffy froze and everything like that. They don't really want their hair straight. So they all like to manipulate their beauty to see what they want, basically. So all women do that, but naturally though, do it naturally. Keep it natural. So sisters, the women are trying to look like y'all trying to look like them. It's the crazy thing. That's the crazy part.
That's the crazy part. We sit back and we see women in this. I kid you not, Aaron. Man, it's just crazy, man. How and you probably the first person. It's kind of funny we're on this live stream, and I'm kind of like doing the taxi cab confessions. Do you feel not only more African, but more American? That I relate more to my African roots outside of the United States than I ever have in my life. I can understand. It's like everything's starting to click. Now I get it. I get it. The food, you like, I get
The
it.
food.
I listen to salsa music, and all of it is just like based off of wood and just broken instruments. Down here in Cali with salsa, which is the salsa capital, they use this is a major instrument. This mouse is a major. All of it's just little things. You like, that's just like in Africa. And then Andrea taught me that salsa music started when the African slaves were sent to Cuba. It was a part of their religion. The sound, that beat that came through was a part of their, as part of, in other words, their church was the foundation of I forgot the name of the music that was in the 50s and 60s. Start with the M. But like Morocco, something like that. But that music came through time through the 20s all the way down. And the salsa music we listen to now was based off of the Africans sharing their religion or enjoying their religion in Cuba. And so then when they took it and they went to Cubans went to New York, and then the Puerto Ricans, black people, went to New York. It merged, and it's the salsa music that we listen to today. I wouldn't have known that if I was living in New York. I wouldn't have known that African heritage. And that's what blows me away about living outside the United States. I understand now, since I realized that 96% of all slave ships did not go to the United States, they went to everywhere else. I mean, 94%. Just in case you guys don't know, I always talk about this. Only 6 to 9% of all ships went to the United States. I'm going to say this again so you guys will know. They taught us, even Minister Farrakhan, shout out to my boy, because that's my dog. I love them bean pies. I miss them. But only 6 to 9% of all ships that left Africa went to the United States. 94% went to either Brazil, South America, or to the Caribbeans. Next lesson, Cartagena. That's the why Cartagena's got, when you go there, it's got the gun. You just, as soon as you get there, you start seeing all the cannonballs. Cartagena, that clock tower where y'all go to see the pros and the ladies that pay for play. That clock tower is where you went to negotiate how many ships you wanted. Cartagena, Colombia, was the New York Stock Exchange of the slave trade. You got to go somewhere to negotiate how many boats you're getting. Cartagena was where you went to. You didn't go to the United States. You didn't go to London or France or even Portugal, who started all this. You went to Cartagena and said, well, I need 10 boats. Well, I want 15 boats. Damn, it's 10. I need 35. Damn, it's 10 and it's 15. You negotiated your boats in that clock tower right where y'all buy and pay for play right now. My point in saying this is, if it were not for my passport, and you just like you just said about the complexion and the facial structures of people in Southeast Asia, we wouldn't have learned this about just being black. Even if you just got your passport as a person being black, just to learn about being black in the world. I ain't said nothing about going to Africa quite yet. I'm just talking about every damn where else where we ruling and have ruled and being present, that we actually got a chance to learn. There's 96% of black history I mean, my bad, 94% of Black history that we don't know. So when I sit back and I make this statement, guys, do realize if you don't have your passport or haven't used it yet, even if you just trying to understand what it is to be Black in this world, use your passport. You ain't learning Aaron, am I correct? Because I know what you're doing. You're texting, you're making sure your money right. I understand you're taking care of business. I understand, Mr. Russell Simmons. I got you. You know, you got apps coming out and all that stuff. You know what? Before we go any further on the topic I was talking about, give us an update on your app and tell those that don't know about the app for Black Men's Travel. Let them know about the app and the Facebook group.
All right, so Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group called Black Men Travels 2.0 because the original Facebook group got taken down by Facebook without any explanation. They took a screenshot of somebody had posted a Robinhood account. We were talking about a lot of investing at that point in time, and then I think you might have told me about that, right? Like, can't really talk about certain things. They took a group down. It was about 8,000 members, so we had to create the 2.0 and the Passport Bros group, right? But then we get so limited because they don't understand how we communicate with each other as Black men. You know, they take certain things to be like, hey, this hate speech.
I've gotten 2 strikes on Facebook because of that.
Right.
Like, man, I'll say something like on Facebook, like, man, y'all killing me. Strike.
Right.
You gotta be on Facebook for 3 days. I'm like, wait, pause. That doesn't mean they're actually killing me.
Right, exactly. So, and not only that, man, like we just want to be able to communicate amongst each other without any type of outside of, monitoring or something. So we decided to create our own social network, right? Specifically for traveling Black men, so we can kind of be able to communicate without any, let's say outside interference. And the cool thing is, you got this social network, but brothers will be able to really network within that network amongst each other, right? Because you got guys, like the way we have it set up is really cool, man, because you can click on Brazil and see what's going on in Brazil. I don't get too far into the capabilities of the app because we're about to release it soon, but you're going to get to see different parts. You're like, you know what? Oh, let me see what's going on in Colombia. Oh, okay, I see they right here. Okay, let me, so it's a real good tool to have, right? And then on top of that, man, you're collecting information and you got, however many people will eventually get on the mobile app. You have all that, and then you go to a hotel chain and you say, hey, I got this amount of emails, I got this amount of members, we want this amount of discount percentage, right? Because we're giving y'all business. We're basically promoting y'all business out there, whether it be clubs, bars, it's like a green book, right? You even get put on different Black businesses at Are You in Colombia? To go to Sweet Georgia. Okay, I got Sweet Georgia. That's a brother on that. To go to the little lunch spot in Brazil, breakfast spot, in Brazil. I got the name of it, but that's a Black-owned business. So you'll be able to navigate a whole lot easier. So that's what we're coming out with, man. And I'm super excited about it. Man. It was a long project. It was a good journey.
I just want to say once again, I appreciate you because every time you Andre bring me something, she just brought me a shot of a Arrachon. This is we got this at the Afro-Colombian Festival, and you can only get it here. It's a Black-made, Black-produced drink here in Colombia. It was they just made it just in general. It's made for one reason. They got 8 of them. They're all made for one thing. Keep your dick hard. That's all the Afro-Colombian women made. Am I lying, Aaron?
No, yeah. You don't. Yeah.
He laughing because he actually said it. But to keep your dick hard. That's it. That's all.
I'm just laughing because they got versions of that drink in Brazil, Dominican Republic. So it's everywhere. They got Mama Juana in the DR. They got the other thing in Brazil. So it's just funny that we don't have that in America though. We got to take pills and get heart attacks and stuff. Beautiful thing.
So we got like
what's it called again?
Man, don't give me the line, man. Andre just walked. Oh, she back, babe. What's it called again? Arrachon.
Okay, cool.
Strong. She said to make you strong. She said it cleaner. She said it cleaner than I did.
Can they do they make it or can you buy it in the
store? Hey, babe. Do me a favor. Bring me a couple of bottles. Bring me 3 bottles. Yeah, they make it. It's actually it started off just in Chocó, Buenaventura, in certain locations. Man, let me enjoy my shot first.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, and it's smooth, super smooth. Okay, this is the strongest one, and they tell you. Thank you, babe. And they tell you on the covers, if you know Spanish, they basically tell you this to get your dick hard.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even hide it. They're like, this is for fertility, and if you want to be the father of 8, this is for you. Like, this is the super strong one. This is the one. If you know, once again, if you know Spanish, this is the one that basically is let you know. There we go. Arrecho or eretron. And so this is the one that basically all these is to get your dick hard. All of them. You need Viagra, you won't need it here in Colombia. And so all these are for this. Here's the other one. This one tastes just like the one I just had tastes like cinnamon. This one tastes like eggnog. Literally. It tastes like when you on Christmas and somebody makes a good batch of eggnog. That's what this one is. And it even kind of looks like the eggnog type of color. And so that's what this one. And I just got y'all 3 of them. Like I said, it was 8 of them. We got like 6. We got like 6 of them because Andre and I collect drinks. So a lot of times we'll get drinks or we'll have you guys bring down drinks. We'll go to a country or to a part that like they make cherry wine here. There's a lot of wineries in Colombia too. So we'll go to a winery and we'll get one or 1 or 2 that we'll drink, but we'll get one that we'll keep for our collection. So we're going to keep these for our collection. But I'm telling you guys, if you want to listen, while y'all coming to Colombia and Medellin, y'all drinking aguardiente, like Aaron said, you need to get you some of this. You're fucking all night. And while she trying to pour you some aguardiente so she can put some stuff in your drink, you ain't got to worry about that. But I'm glad that Aaron said that they got something like that in Brazil because that allows us to be able to put that into our collection as well. So I'm glad that you said that. And kind of describe to us what that's about.
The drink in Brazil?
Uh-huh.
It has like a lot of they have it everywhere on the beach, but it's like a lot of dried fruits in the bottle. And it just, like you said, it does what it needs to do to, I bought one my first trip out there, and I was like, man, what is this? And I was drinking out the bottle. I was like, wow, this is something else, man. This is something else. So yeah, they got those natural things. The men in South America, and especially here in Asia, they all use natural things. They don't do the whole Viagra and what's the other one? Cialis. They don't do all that.
They ain't putting no China brush on.
They got something really good out here that I put everybody on. Shout out to my dude, Tovan Tolliver.
Oh yeah, I need to talk to you about that one, man. What's that one again?
Tonkat Ali. That's the. I got everybody in Thailand on it.
I need you to put that in the chat, or at least put it in the put that in the chat.
I got you
because I heard you mention that before. And explain to us what that one's about. We have not hit the topic tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Not quite yet. We still don't. Andre, stop acting brand new. This is the first time I took forever to get to the topic.
I can't get to. I put it in the back chat because that's for something I can't see the bottom of the.
I'm right there.
Oh, Tovan, hey, he's in the building. That's the guy, Travis Bison Bull Tolliver. He the one put me on.
Okay,
he the one put me on that. No, he my health dude. Every time I ask a health question, I just hit him up, man, because this dude like 42 years old, shredded. And he don't work out like that.
That's why I'm on my way back too.
Yeah, so yeah.
Shout out to that brother right there.
Mm-hmm.
There we see. That's what I'm talking about. All these little things that we all discovered together by being in other countries, by taking advantage of our passports. All this came from just taking advantage of our passports. It's not like we're sitting back and we say, once we become multimillionaires and we're billionaires, and then all of a sudden we discover the elixir. No, we didn't have to do an Indiana Jones. We didn't have to do a Pirates of the Caribbean. It was the hidden temple of. We ain't had to do none of that. All we had to do was just get together as men and in many cases ladies, and use our passports, network with each other. And it's these little things that you get a chance to find out about. And the brother just said natural testosterone booster, natural. So yeah, I'll be reaching out to get some of that. Definitely, I'll be getting some of that because this is what happened. I was already doing my testosterone shots down here, and I had a lot of people already know I had a vasectomy back in the day, right? And so now I'm getting the reverse. The doctor say, no problem, you're getting the reverse. He said, but Andre, you got to stop your shots. He said, because that impacts your ability to, to really go ahead and get your wife pregnant. He said, so you got to stop your shots. But with what you guys are showcasing, that will help me out in regards to what my goal was. So cool with that.
You feel like you 18 again, man. You know what I'm saying? Take a few a week. You don't got to take them every day. Take them with some food, and you just be like, damn, I feel good. Feel good.
Yeah. And
that's how it just works over time. It's not like a Viagra, like you pop it and then you just it don't work like that. It's in your system. So when you're ready, you're gonna be ready. You're gonna be really,
that's how my
really
testosterone
ready.
shots were. They were like, it took time. It was like because I was doing them once I got here, like every 3 months, and then it was like every 6 months, and then it took time. And all of a sudden, I'm jumping off banisters and I'm flipping like I'm like, it was trouble for your girl. But so at the end of the day, and we still work out. We're still active. We still stay in the gym. We still do a lot of things. I was looking at some of my older pictures while I was in the States, and I was like, dang, I've had a lot of weight going on. Shout out to my man MZG.
The food, man. The food in the States. I mean, come on.
Man,
you gotta work out 4 or 5 times a week in the States just to eat one hamburger a week.
Man, listen, one burger, you got to go to the gym right after that burger in the States.
Yes,
I don't see how, that's another thing. I don't see how they, man. It don't even taste. It don't even taste this. Even I got partners down here, man. They got fat just eating every time I meet an American that only eats American food when they come here, even as healthy as Colombian food is, even in American style, you still put on weight because they set it up as if to give you that American taste. So you come to Colombia to eat KFC, they don't want to give you that trash, but you so used to trash, they like, don't give his ass trash. He paying for it. And so they give you trash. So do not go to South America and only eat North American food, because I'm telling you, you're gonna end up, man. Listen, y'all gonna end up with your heart burst trying to eat the mess, man. Am I lying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, but that's the advantage of having a South American or foreign woman in general. You're gonna eat what they cook, so they don't cook. They gonna cook healthy food. Even here, my Thai girl be like, "Hey, you got to get used to spicy food. You're in Thailand, like we like all our food is spicy." So I'm like, "Yeah, you're right." They got all these
me, man. I mean, that's me right there, spicy.
Yeah. They take their time cooking out here. It's good and it's healthy. It's healthy. They don't put no weight on you. Just give you energy, like it's programmed to do, like it's designed to do.
Ed Travel said, out of the U.S., you eat more fresh. That's true. That I would easily say, Ed, of my diet, my daily diet, maybe a good 70% of fresh foods. Andre, oh man, we got a can opener. We ain't used that motherfucker forever. We don't get no frozen foods, no frozen fruits or vegetables. I can easily say, in my 5 years of being here, I have never put frozen fruits or vegetables in the freezer.
Do y'all watermelon have the seeds in it out there?
Come on, man, you know better. Hell yeah. Yeah, you got the seeds. You got your own watermelon garden just for one watermelon.
It's like it might sound small, like a small thing, but that's like one of the health nutritional parts of a watermelon that they take out in the States. Like you can't even find seeded watermelon no more. Seedless grapes. I'm like, it's all this stuff, like everything is genetically modified, man. So you eating a watermelon, but you're not getting the nutritional value that you would from a natural watermelon. This one's been genetically modified to take the seeds out.
Man, go ahead.
No, I was saying somebody was saying, "Oh, it doesn't matter." I said, "It does matter, man. I want stuff that's grown from the ground. I don't want it to be altered. Where the seeds don't matter. No, I don't want nothing genetically modified. I just want a natural watermelon."
Yeah, so many GMOs in the States. It's crazy. we're going to be doing a YouTube on that. You know, we're going to be interviewing Austin this Sunday, but next Wednesday we're going to be doing a comparison of U.S. food to other countries, just on the ingredients, in the back. So we're going to be doing that. That'll be coming up. But now we're about to get started. Okay, RD says Japan is the same way. Fresh food, smaller portions. See, even McDonald's here tastes different. Yeah, it's the same thing here. And I don't even eat. You know what? I have not tried McDonald's in Colombia. You know, I'm a pescatarian. I only eat seafoods.
Oh, you're pescatarian? I know that.
Man, I've been pescatarian for like almost 40 years.
Dang.
Man, why you think
that's why. Yeah. Now I see why.
I look so young for 55?
Now I see why. Yeah. Now I see why. Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
No, man.
It's all about the diet.
I couldn't tell you what beef tastes like, chicken tastes like. This is the funny part.
I'm cool on the beef and pork, but how you gonna do chicken, brother? You know,
man,
how you break up with chicken, man?
Andrea broke up with chicken. Before I met her, Andrea only eats chicken breasts.
Okay.
She eats chicken breasts, and all the rest of it is vegetables. But as far as like giving Andrea chicken wings or drumsticks or everything else, I saw what chicken did to one of my closest brothers. I don't want to mention no names, Ace. I saw what chicken did to one of my closest brothers. There's no way in the hell y'all gonna get me eating chicken. Y'all can have that shit.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and then with beef, you know, it was a given with beef. You know, with what they feed individuals in the States, and then pork. You know, I hang around my Nation of Islam brothers in the feds. That's how I got started in the feds, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they giving me books with holistic eating, and so by the time I got out the feds, I'm already not eating half of the stuff because I'm hanging around the Nation of Islam brothers. Hey, God, because even though I'm Christian, I was so cool with them dudes, and they were like, Brother Spence, you need to read this book about holistic eating, brother. You need to see what the minister Elijah Muhammad had to say about the black man and food. I'm like, okay, cool. I ain't got shit else to do but do time in jail. So, okay, let me go. Elijah Muhammad say, what? Okay. I didn't have to eat that? Okay. So that's how I got started on eating healthier in the United States. And so by the time I got out the feds, I was already all those years of eating healthy and you know exercising every day because you're walking the track or you're jogging or lifting weights in the gym. And so all those things caused me to just basically eat healthy. I like this question. Shout out to Tilo. Tilo said, why try pizza in Colombia? The reason why I do like when we do pizza, and maybe you can test to this also, Aaron, the vegetables are natural. In the States, you could tell that they were frozen vegetables. That was frozen spaghetti sauce or pizza sauce or whatever it was. Frozen cheese. Colombians got their own cheese. They've got their own sauces that are natural. I have never had pizzas, no matter what pizza spot I've gone to, whether it was Papa John down here or Domino's down here, the tomatoes and the mushrooms and everything on my vegetarian pizza tastes like it just came from somebody's garden. You see what I'm saying, Aaron? What about you?
No, it's the same because they cook it most of the time. At least the pizza I be eating when I was eating in Medellin, it's like flatbread pizza. You know, like long flatbread pizza.
Yeah,
you say a lot of vegetables on it. I mean, I rarely eat it, but yeah, exactly. It's a little bit more healthier the way they cook it. A little bit more healthier.
Yeah, you're right. I rarely eat. I think Andre and I in the last year, we probably had, I say last 2 years, we probably had pizza twice.
It's a treat though, right? Like when you
that's what it is.
Yeah, it's a treat. You be like, we're gonna eat pizza today. We haven't had pizza in a while. Yeah, it's a treat.
And just like that, just like you said, you know what? We haven't had pizza in a while. They just opened up another Domino's around the corner. Let's go check it out. And that is basically something like that. Man, Volak said, I could definitely eat. Oh, he's here right now. I could definitely only eat seafood here in Colombia. Shout out to Cali, Colombia. It's affordable and tastes good. Those are two things that we've been talking about. The ability that it's affordable and it tastes so healthy. I've seen so many dudes, man. I've seen dudes come down here like 320. And I mean in a month, they down to like 280. I see them like in a month later, 265. You like, this motherfucker throwing
Man,
that weight off.
I lost 10 pounds as soon as I got here.
Right.
Look, I
As
here,
soon
pulled
as
up
you
a
leave
little
the States, it's almost like weight be like, I'll wait. It's almost like your fat wait for you in the States. I'll wait for you when you get your ass back here. I'm waiting for you. And you never go back. You don't. I kid you not, man. It's amazing what happens, man. Okay, let's see. Unless you just eating, just smashing everything. Shout out to Ace Live and just smashing everything. I'll be on Ace ass, man. I ain't gonna even lie. You stay in Colombia long enough, you get tired of soup, rice, beans every day. You do miss American food. You've been in the wrong part of Colombia, brother. You going to tourist spots. I don't know where you eating, because everybody that come down here, they already know. And Trevon can attest. I take them to some just regular, everyday Afro-Colombian restaurants, and they eat good. We all eat good. So you with the you sit back and he said the beans and rice. You might be in Mexico. Shout out to Tequila Brothers, but not in Colombia. What do you have to say with that in regards to that, Aaron? In regards to the beans and rice, because I've not been in Medellin in about a year or two, so maybe
I kind of understand what he's saying to a certain degree, because like the traditional dishes in Medellin is going to be that rice, them beans, that little I guess a little hot dog right there. It'd be like a weird combination of food, right? Yeah, so it's like I kind of see what he's saying, but you got to get a Colombian woman to pretty much cook for you out there, because if you go to a lot of the restaurants and everything in Medellin, they just have like you said, basic beans and stuff like that. Yeah, he's right.
in Medellin.
In Medellin, yes. In Medellin, yes.
Again,
you won't be excited. For me, you won't be excited with the food options, even at a nice.
I've heard that. I heard
you. Yeah,
I've heard that. I've heard you guys say some things about Medellin cooking. I'd be like, we don't go through that here in Cali. Cali is Atlanta. We got all the good recipes. I mean, we got recipes that you like, man, is that crab? Is they got one recipe is like crab and gravy. Where you wouldn't have never thought that was crab meat. You would have thought that somebody had grounded up beef, and you would have been in gravy, in the special sauces and everything. You like, okay, that's crab gravy. You like, how the hell that tastes just like somebody got roast beef? I remember from back in the past, in the past. But in Medellin, you might not get those type of Afro-Colombian recipes, and that's what my point is. So don't remember, Colombia is broken down into 5 sectors, 5 sections. Stuff that you won't get in one location, you will get in another location. So don't think that because you were in Medellin in Antioquia, that state, that's all of Colombia. It's not like that. It's not set up like that. Okay, here we go with the topic, because we keep riding, talking about food and eating good and hanging out in Colombia, but we're talking about the women. The topic is about the women and myth busting. First myth that we want to bust tonight is every Colombian woman and South American woman does not want a green card. Every South American woman is not trying to take their ass to the United States or UK. I don't know where y'all got that from. Tell black women, stay out your business. Black women, stay out of black men's business. Stay out of white men business. Also, black men, keep your happy ass out of black women business. If she want to sit back and she with the Colombian dude and he dicking her down good, or she with the Brazilian dude, that ain't none of your business. Stop telling her he only give you a good dick because he want to come to the United States. There are Colombian dudes that do not want to take their ass to United States, aka Pablo and everybody else. Do not want to go to United States. Am I right, Aaron? About not everybody.
You absolutely 100% right. 100% right. Because what they hear, and 90% of the cases, they want to visit America.
That's
right?
It.
They want to visit. But you got Colombians that move to America, to make their money and everything, and they don't like it, and they come back and they say, hey, America, you don't have time for family. I prefer to live in Colombia. I don't have to work as hard. I can just drive Uber and make a decent living. I mean, their rent Colombia $200-$300, dollars and everything. So that's the biggest falsity it is. All right. Women like my ex-girlfriend, ex-novia, she just see little stuff going on in America, and she be like, why? Well, why did he just go in there and shoot everybody? I'm like, that's America. It's just it's everybody has guns in America. It's, you know, you just go in the store and just buy a gun. So a lot of women, man, that's just so untrue, you know, untrue. But the 90-day fiance thing is what's being projected on a lot of us. They see the 90-day fiance, and those are scripted in most cases. It's a scripted show because it has to be. Anything that's on television has to follow some type of guideline of a script, or the timing will be off and nobody will watch it, right? So every few minutes they got to have something happen that feeds the audience what they've been feeding the audience. So a 90-day fiance, if you notice, if you look at the timing, every 2 minutes something has to happen. You can't be just, she's Colombian, I'm American, and we have this great relationship. They don't want to see that. They want to see, hey, they tell her, hey, say this, or say you want a green card or something, or get mad at him because he didn't bring you flowers, or say, you know, that's how the producers work on those reality shows. So that's what's been projected.
It's easy to sit back and say he just talking. Give them a little bit of your background.
Okay, well, I started traveling, you know, pretty much in 2017.
Not traveling, but you're in the film industry, in your ability to
yes
promote.
I started I went to school for mass communications, and then I got an internship with a company called Fat Cats, and they did all the music videos for Ludacris and a lot of Southern hip hop artists, right? And that was my entryway to, you know, doing the music videos and the interviews, the TV shows. So I was always doing contractual work, you know, basically as a producer down there in Atlanta. And I have over 20 years of experience. I started doing music videos in like 2003, 2004-ish, right? That's what I'm passionate about. So yeah, that's just a little bit of my background as far as that. I came out with a couple documentaries. Before I left Atlanta, I was doing commercials, you know, different types of commercials for TBS, the Turner Network, you know. So yeah, I'm very familiar with it, man. You know, it was very good living, very good living.
Doing West said, he said, I'm sorry. He said, but most restaurants in Colombia do not know how to prepare, cook, and serve properly. Dune, let us know what locations that you've been to in Colombia. Let me know. The other thing is this, Aaron, that we can attest to. If I feed you trash, I fed your mama trash. I fed your grandmama trash. Your great grandmama, I fed her trash. And then I take you to a place they don't make trash. You miss one thing: your trash. So a lot of times people come to these other countries and you complain about what they don't make it. They really around the world. And I'm starting to get, and maybe you're doing this too, Aaron. In my mind, I'm starting to understand the rest of the world was right about a recipe, and the United States was wrong about a recipe, even if it was a black recipe. I'm starting to realize that how you make chicken, everybody doesn't have to make chicken that way. But in the United States, we're taught maybe one or two is fried or baked or barbecued, and you do it that. And then you find out it's like 15 other different ways to make chicken or fish that we hadn't been taught in the United States. So if all you know was the trash way, like in a movie when Elijah Muhammad was saying, if you feed the water to the people and it is nothing but muddy water, well, all the people gonna do is they gonna accept the muddy water. But if you feed the people clean water, then the people gonna start to understand that they get clean water out there. But you're gonna always have people that's gonna accept the muddy water. So at the end of that was me doing my Malcolm X moment.
That was
There's
deep.
gonna always be people. Go ahead.
No, so I was deep. I know exactly what they're talking. It's almost like this passport thing. People think that, you know, they, you know, living a great life, but they don't have an experience. As a matter of fact, I had a family member that told me that America was the greatest country in the world. Why would I want to leave?
God dang.
And I'm sitting here like, have you lived outside of America? No. Well, there you have it. I'm not going to explain. I'm not going to sit there and explain it to you because you under the assumption that it's the best country in the world for black people. I might beg to differ on that. So that's exactly what you're saying so far as the correlation, because that's all they know. They don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Shout out to D May in the
Oh, what up,
building
D May?
representing
He's
good
one of my
people, man.
guys.
I know. He said, you have a new subscriber, brother. I appreciate that, man, from the heart. And shout out to BMT. Who's BMT? I don't know who BMT is, but I know who Aaron is, but BMT. But yeah, in the hey, man. I was, you know what? I thought I knew what shirt I wanted or what shirts I wanted. And I'm sitting back, and then I saw the catalog of how many shirts you guys have. And I'm looking like, oh, okay. I thought, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and keep my selection to 3. My problem is, y'all got so many really good shirts, man. And I'm looking at, man, like, ooh, that one with Colombia look good. But then the Thailand one. But Andre, you ain't been to Thailand. But then it's like, y'all got some really, really good selections. If you guys have not gotten a BMT shirt, so I decided that I'm going to get all 3 of the same BMT shirts in different colors. Because I already got.
Okay, cool.
See, this is what it is. All your BMTs go right along with my Invicta watch collection.
Nice.
So
nice.
I'm looking like my shoe. I already got the shoes that go with it, and I got the watches to go with it. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna just get the same shirt in 3 different colors. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna be ordering. I already told myself I'm gonna be ordering tomorrow morning, but I'm excited about it, man. I'm looking forward to have my own BMTs and on the live streams, BMTs. Is that a BMT shirt you got on? You damn right.
But we really appreciate the support. But funny story, I gotta tell you a funny story, right? You know, I got the original shirts made out there in Colombia, in Medellin, right? And they do such a good job, especially with the price, with the material and everything, that now when I go overseas and I'm telling them, you know, I have to show them the shirts that were made in Colombia for so they can keep the quality.
The quality.
Right, because when I got some shirts made in Brazil and they were horrible. They was like pieces of paper. I'm just like, man, what is this? Right. So the Colombians make very good quality t-shirts. And even when I got these made in Thailand, I gave them the BM t-shirts that was made in Colombia. I said, if you can't give me this style of, you know what I'm saying, then don't worry about it, because they're gonna shrink up. You know, the design gonna get all tight and messed up after one wash. Nah, man, we do high quality. And that's why a lot of people rock with us, because, you know, we take care of the brand. Everything we do as far as the group trips, the merch, you know, we make sure that it's high quality.
The one thing that I judge shirts by, especially my t-shirts, is by how they look on a fit person, a person that exercises, goes to the gym. And every person I've seen that wears your shirts, can I be honest? Y'all ready? Because y'all know how I am. I ain't never seen nobody with a BMT shirt that it didn't look good on. That's one thing that I can say. It doesn't matter what size you are. It doesn't matter how tall or short you are. Everybody's shirts looks like, I can see that. I can see him rocking that. It never was like, well, that shirt too tight or that shirt too loose. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I appreciate about what you guys do with the Black Men's Travel shirts. If a person was interested, or even y'all need to come out the Black women shirts. Y'all better stop BSing around, because you know some ladies out there that like to travel.
Oh yeah, my mom got all the little merch. She be walking around with BMT
you know
shirts.
What I'm saying? She shows up that Black Men's Travel, baby.
My mom got the whole flip flop, everything BMT. Yeah, so you know, we get support.
The only reason I said that part, not only because of mom, shout out to mom, but because I saw so many sisters doing the Afro-Colombian festival that I was like, I met this one sister. She's married to an Egyptian dude. She's full, got her citizenship and everything. They were married since 91. And no, 2001, my bad. 2001. And she's only down here for the festival. And I was like, you know what? It would be nice to see Black women travel shirts that are out there, because nobody has one. Nobody has a design out there. So you guys, I'm looking at you guys to put that out there. So even if you just put out 3 t-shirts and nothing more with just the same logo, and it's just the Black women shirts up, just put a W in there. There's some sisters out there that are interested, that travel just as much and will support especially the sisters that go to Portugal. God dang, boy, they love them some European sex. And don't tell me y'all don't, because Essence Magazine already put out an article on y'all asses. You're nasty motherfuckers. On how y'all go to Portugal and get y'all groove on with the African brothers. So that's all brand new.
Portugal, Italy.
Oh man, they love some boy.
Tanzania.
You know what get me? You know what get me? When black women tell me I will never have sex with a white man, they tell to Europe and they fall in love. Mm-hmm. Get to Europe and be in love with everything moving. I didn't say I was gonna go to Italy and have. Well, he got a slight tan in Italy, so therefore, you know, the Moors were there. So come on, sisters, y'all you got your white dude. He dicked you down and you happy. Ain't nothing wrong with that. All right, Tyler says U.S. foods got more ingredients. Yes, we're going to be hitting on that this week coming up. I'm not even going to finish off your comment, not because you said anything wrong, because you said everything right. You said everything just right. So this Wednesday, up and coming, Andre and I are going to talk about this particular topic in regards to ingredients. And shout out to BMT because you sparked my my interest when you did the health video regarding individuals, black men focusing on their health while they're traveling and, you know, getting exams and all those things, and make sure you got travel insurance and all that. It sparked my interest and say, okay, also the ingredients, you get a chance to see how much a bag of Doritos. I don't know if you had a bag of Doritos in Colombia yet.
Yes, sir.
Brother, am I lying? It don't taste nothing like the States.
Nothing like the States.
Dude, it's so the Doritos are paper thick. They melt in your mouth. Is this a damn Dorito or butter? It's completely different. Now you know it's a Dorito. It's in the same bag. The crunch is different. You like this crunch is like, you know, Colombians are not known for being loud people, as far as except for like sports or partying. It's like they purposely make the Doritos silent, like. You know, United States, like, these Doritos good. Right? That's the United States. Am I lying? In Colombia, it's just soft spoken. It's like,
that's when they snack. They rarely eat chips like that out there.
Right. It's almost like, why is these Doritos sitting up here? Why canned food sitting up there? Why they got the little few frozen foods up there? Because they, other than arepas and maybe some butter, they really, in Colombia, if you go to the grocery store, there's no real frozen food section. Like, you're not gonna find blueberries frozen, strawberries frozen. Oh, what? Bananas and apples, sliced apples frozen. You ain't gonna see a salad already sliced up for you. Get the fuck out. And they work the same hours. Well, we in the United States, we work a lot of hours. Damn your hours, because at the end of the day, people in South America work just as many hours as you do. They work 6 days a week, guaranteed. Facts. And there's nothing sliced up. When the wifey get home from work, she the one that sliced up the salad. And there's another thing in Colombia. You get a salad with every damn meal, man. Even you like, why am I getting coleslaw with fish? Damn it, I'm gonna take it. So at the end of the day, but let's go back to the topic. You know me, I can ramble. Shout out to Twan. Okay, number 2 reasons, or number 2 myth about foreign women. Foreign women are easy. A lot of guys think that women in South America are automatically easy because you saw a couple YouTube videos and a female walking the mall and the way that they dress, and not the way they dress, but the way that whatever they wear, it fits their bodies. And so you automatically assume that women in South America, because they are sexy, they are all automatically sexual, and all they want to do is just sex all day, and they don't got no jobs, and they ain't got no hopes, no dreams. They just want to get you in bed. Not all South American women are trying to, let me get it corrected. They're not all easy. There are South American women that have standards, and they're like, listen, if you're serious, I'm with you. If you ain't, going to the brothels or to the strip club. I'll see you when you get back. Am I lying?
No, I 100% agree. I think people get confused with being able that women in South America are approachable, that they're sexual. They're just approachable more. Like they're nicer at telling you no, or they'll say, hey, they'll talk to you, right? I don't know if you see these little clips that be going around Facebook of the guys with the Porsches. They try to holler at the girl, then the girl be staying
I've
attitude
seen
with him.
those. Yeah.
Then he go to his car. They just run back to the car. They really don't do that in South America like that. They just say, they'll speak to you and they'll say, I have a boyfriend. I'm sorry. Or, you can take them out to a date. So I think it's just them being approachable makes people think that they're easy. But no, they're not easy, man. You got to court them. As a matter of fact, when I got to Barranquilla, when I met my my ex-novia in Barranquilla, she wanted to take me to her family the first day. I'm like, I said, I can't. I just got here. Like, let me get a couple of days in, then meet your family. But she was trying to bring me by that family the first few hours of me being in Barranquilla. So, no, they're not easy at all, man. They're not easy. You got some good quality women that they want to, give you that family exam. My boy tell me all the time. He was like, man, I gotta go meet the dad today. Had that conversation with him. I'm trying to get her to get up out of Barranquilla. I gotta have a conversation. She was like, well, you gotta talk to my dad to basically move me to another part of the country. You gotta go through him first.
Pastor, if you don't preach, man, I didn't know about Andrea's dad. You'd have thought it was like the Godfather 4. He was like this, literally. So there's only one God, right? There's a lot of beautiful women here in Colombia. You know that, right? I was like, Orlando, stop it. I said, man, I'm not Camilo. I said, I'm not Camilo age. Now, this is Andre's brother. This is my dude. Shout out to Camilo. I said, I'm not Camilo age. Camilo 21. He's trying to smash everything moved the man. I said, man, you damn near the same age. I said, man, listen, I'm good. I said, you raised a great daughter. I said, I see everything in Andre and her, because grandma was sick. But this how important your interview is with the family. Y'all ready? Her grandmother was not feeling well at all. Andrea's mom and dad bought their apartment before they put before they built a space for escalators or elevators in the apartment building. They wanted to have a nice top floor, 5-floor apartment building. Again, grandma sick. Grandma walks all 5 flights to get there to meet Andre. So I got grandma, I got dad. Dad like, damn everybody. It's me and you, 2 grown-ass men. Andre is sitting here to translate. I know what dad was saying, but I didn't know how to see. Me, I understand what Colombian, what was in Spanish. I understand in Spanish easily. I pick it up real easy. But to communicate back in conversation, that's what I'm master. So when I hear you guys, when I tell you guys my Spanish is trash, I mean as far as communicating back. But as far as the conversation, I'm in a party and hanging out with all the family and friends, or when I meet somebody and everything, I got it all. I just haven't mastered how to put my words together. So Andre's sitting right here, right? I need some soda. Thanks, babe. So Andre is sitting right here, right? Orlando in front. Well, you know the story I'm telling. So Orlando in front. Mom in the kitchen. She's standing in the doorway. Orlando finished. I didn't know Orlando had just finished cooking, right? Man, Orlando hit me with the slew of family because they want to know, are you good enough to be in their family? They don't give a damn. A real Colombian family, they don't care about how much money you got. You coming in here, you flossing, you took care of their daughter. They don't give a damn about none of that. Are you good enough to come in the family? Because they're looking in the longevity. They're looking at the fact that our daughter is going to have grandkids by that dude. Granddaughters and grandsons are going to carry on the next level. You got to realize, in the Latin population, when you get married, you take the granddad, you take the father's name and your name. So Andre is Monica Wallace. So a lot of y'all don't know Andrea's first name. Andrea's first name is Monica. Monica Andrea Wallace Sanchez. When she got married, the Sanchez moved up. No. The Wallace stayed where it is. That's dad's last name. Sanchez came down because that's mom's last name. Spence comes up. When you're doing the interview with the family, they want to know how you going to treat the Sanchez last name or the Wallace last name. Will that name go down in history for doing great things? Or are you some BS dude? So all you dudes that think you coming to South America because you got a few dollars and the family going to accept you, they are interviewing you to see once that last name drop down and your name come up, what type of person is going that your offspring is going to be. And even in Mexico, Latin families have about 4 names. The first name, like Monica, Andrea, Wallace, dad's last name, Sanchez, mom's last name. Mom's last name drops, Spence, me, comes up. And so a lot of guys don't know that. Go ahead, Aaron.
Now you make a good point. And those fathers are machismo on steroids. Like they gonna, have that the
Bruh.
uncles, the father, dad, the brother, all of them, like the whole family, so you gotta show up, man, and represent as well.
You do.
Represent as well.
You ain't never lied. I got interviewed by the dad, and then her two uncles. Her man, listen, me and Andre in the Airbnb, I get a phone call. It's her brother. At this time period, Camilo was like 19. He interviewing me like he a grown ass man. I'm like, boy, what you do? Take care of my sister. You know that, right? You know that, right? Yeah. I'm looking like, yeah. So how long you gonna be here? Oh, you plan on living here? Okay, all right. He throwing all the questions. This like months before I meet dad. I met Camilo the next day. We like, that's my dude. But my point is, you're absolutely correct. I told Andrea this one day, and some of you guys don't realize this about South American women. So you sit back, you think that they're so easy. Real good women in South America that you deserve to have. I'm going to say that again. The women in South America, whether it be Brazil or Chile, or whether it be in Argentina or any other, the other 8 Venezuelan women, with the other 8 countries here in South America, the men circle the wagon when your ass come around. If you the weed head dude, if you pokey, you can't get in the family. Damn you. You can't get in the family. The men gonna keep your ass out the family. That's why women in South America are so fast to introduce you to the family. Because they're not trying to introduce you to the family. They're trying to introduce you to the men who circle the wagon around them. I told Andrea, I say, Andrea, you got a lot of men that circle the wagon around you. Women in the United States ain't got that. That's why we as men can get away with stuff, because ain't that many daddies around, and we can go in the basement and smash the daughters and all that stuff since we was kids. In Colombia, it don't work like that. And I'm not talking about the party girls that y'all hang with. I'm talking about the real Colombian women, the other 90% that most of you guys don't know nothing about. Am I lying, Aaron?
100% facts. 100% facts. Definitely. And if it's not the dad, it's going to be an uncle. It's going to be a man. It's going to be a patriarch in that family somewhere. It's going to be the grandfather. It's going to be the family friend. It's going to be the stepdad. You're going to have to go through that. You're going to have to go through some men.
You're right. You're right. Because it's kind of sad that is not. When I sat back and I met Andrea's dad, and he and I were talking back and forth, and then after we got done, he was like, I made shrimp and he said I didn't let my wife cook. I was like, what? He said, I cooked. He said I made shrimp and fish and right, he made it like a stir fry for me. It was good, stir fry for me. He said, because Andrea had told me like 3 weeks ago that you don't eat beef, so I went ahead and cooked you a big piece of fish, and I made stir fry for you. And to know that this dude, before he even met me, he cooked for me based off of what the son said, Not off what Andrea said. I'm going to repeat this. Remember, I had met Camilo and hung out with Camilo a couple of months before. Camilo gave the 411. Okay, Dad, you need to meet this one. I know Andrea's had boyfriends in the. You got Dad. You got to meet this one. I'm the first one and the only one that's ever met Andrea's family. The only one. So when I sit back and I say, when we say that real South American women are not easy, your party girls, your girls that are like, I'm just here, I'm 21, 24, 25, 30, I'm just here for the sex, the fun, and the money. Those ladies are easy. But I'm gonna tell you something, Aaron can attest to this. As soon as they get their ass back home around their grandmama, all that pay for play, she act like she a nun. She probably done been through 200 dudes in a year. Let her get back home. Am I lying, Aaron?
That's
when
facts.
she get back home to her family don't know shit. Colombian women are very sensitive to what their family. South American, Brazilian women, you can get your freak on all day long. Take your ass back when they get back to their family.
It's facts.
Absolutely. That's what my point is. Dudes do not realize that they are very ultra sensitive to what their family feel. Aaron, am I lying? Are they more sensitive to their families? Let me put it like this. Let me word it like this. Women in South America are sensitive to what their families have to say, like women in North America are sensitive about what their girlfriends have to say. Am I correct?
Facts. Sound the face. The sound the face right there. The boom. Man, those women mess those relationships up because usually they're single. So that's what happened to my relationship in the States. One of my more serious ones. Her best friend moved in with us without telling me, and that happened. All the issues came. I'm like, is she living here? And then she's all up in our bed. She's all up in. So I'm basically I'm with two women, but not sexually. Just you know what I'm saying. I'm in a relationship with two women, her and her best friend, and she's turning my girl against me. You feel me? So that's why, man, you got to watch that. I learned that the hard way. You know, and I'm sitting here like that was disrespectful for her to move in without even telling me. She has to go. Then she had a kid. So I got, come on, man, too much going on. So you're absolutely right.
Another thing that guys sit back and say, and they think that is still true. Women in South America are always abused and they have no rights. I'm going to say something that a lot of guys don't know, and I looked this up. In South America in 2018, Colombia and Brazil ranked number 40 and number 45 of 167 countries during that time period, 2018, as far as women and their equal rights. Right now, they rank in 2021, then that was the last ranking that was created. They rank number 30, Brazil, as far as women's rights of 167 countries. And they rank number 22. Colombia ranks number 22 of 167 countries. The United States, just to give you a gauge of Colombia and Brazil. Now I said 30 and I said 22. 30 for Brazil, 22 for Colombia. United States only ranks number 17 as far as equal rights in the world for women. So when y'all sit back, y'all say United States number one, ladies, I got something to tell you. In the United States, you ain't shit. You number 17. It's 17 other countries that respect you more for being a woman. And a lot of them are African countries. Don't get it twisted. You need to look up Rwanda. Y'all need to do y'all homework on Rwanda. You talking about the one that had that one. And see how much power women in the United States and women in Rwanda have compared to United States. Number 17. So while y'all sit around like we the shit in the world, no, you only shit in the United States. There are countries that could tell you Beyonce can only fill up a 10,000 to 15,000 capacity stadium. Y'all sit back looking at Beyonce. Was she in the States? There's 50,000 people coming to see her. Not in every country, boo. Not in every country. Don't get it twisted. So a lot of people make the mistake of thinking, and this goes back to what I want to hear what you have to say about this, Aaron, that a lot of people think that there is no equal rights, no business rights, no career rights, no college rights, no voting rights for women in South America.
It's the American propaganda machine. You know, we believe that we're the most free and advanced and liberal people in the world. And women just have all the rights centrally in North America only, right? Or North America and Europe. But no, you got women with really good jobs out there in South America. You got dentists, you got doctors, you got lawyers. You know, my ex Novia is a lawyer now. She just graduated law school. So you have that out there, and they work, man, you know, and they have a very beautiful balance because they still do their wifey duties too. They work. And they work a lot, 6 days a week.
Don't let that pass through. Do not let that slide. Say that again about the wifely duties. They work.
They work 6 days a week, man. You know, but they still do all the wifely duties. You know, they cook, they clean, they keep the house up. You know, they work. That's what my grandma did growing up. I saw my grandmama work and then take care of my grandfather. You know, it wasn't like both my grandmamas. I had a grandmama that was, man, she had to be, she was half Indian. She had hair all the way down to her ankles. She had that long Indian hair. She had to be about 90-some years old, and the family would tell her to stop cooking for my great granddad, basically, because she's so old. But she get up every day in her routine and she cook everything from scratch. Like nothing. She cook a whole meal for everybody. All my grandmas like that, you know. They just cook, man. So, you're getting a lot of value, getting a lot of high value in a woman when you expand your options, man. You just expand your options.
It's amazing that you would say that about. I'm glad that you brought that up about South American women going out. A lot of people don't know that in South America, the average person works 6 days a week.
6 days a week.
There's Saturdays. Their Saturdays may not be as long as their Monday, but the average person is just part of South America. It's not like France is like 30 to 35, right? And we can't fathom 35 hours a week for a country to continue to succeed. Where there are countries that look at our 40 hours a week, like, how the hell y'all working 40 hours a week on average? Colombia is 6 days a week. And they split it up in everybody, but realize Colombia has more holidays than the United States. The United States only has 6 to 9 holidays. Colombia has 17 to 19.
Man, Colombia got so many holidays.
Man, listen, it was just a holiday this past Monday. Wasn't nobody at work.
You off again today? Like damn.
I told Andre that. I say so, especially when I was in the States and we would do video chat. I'm like, so you ain't working today. Because I met, like I said, I met Andrea, and we were like, when I met Andrea here in Chippy Choppy Mall down here, she took me to the museums. We hung out, blah, blah, blah. We were cool. We did our thing, hung out for the rest of my time here in Cali. But we were mostly like friends because she was like, I don't know if he's serious or not. Because Andrea was like, Andrea said, the next person I be with, that's the person I'm going to take serious. I'm going to see what this person is about. And so Andrea was like, and she was cool. When all her friends was wild and everything, Andrea was like, I don't need that. And Andrea friends, dude, dude, Andrea friends are fucking fine. And at the end, and Andrea don't deal with nobody but Afro-Colombian sisters, nothing but sisters. So if y'all wonder, like, if I'm just saying shit, no, Andrea, her sisters, they're all in entertainment, or they're like in sports, or they're like in music. Andrea is, man, Andrea been in like 5-6 music videos, right? Like, what? That's you? All right, I see you back in the day. So my point in saying that is that at the end of the day, me and Andrea start off like, cool. We cool. Even if we doing our little something, we cool. I get back to the States, and at the end of the day, Andrea is showing me this and she's showing me that on video chat. And I'm like, wow, I'm sitting up here tripping because there's so much to learn and so much to do. And I'm like, Yeah, I need to get head on back to Colombia. So it wasn't just about Andrea coming back, because a lot of people think I came back for Andrea and I'm living here in Cali because of Andrea. I came here to live in Cali because of all the culture that she taught me and told me about. And a lot of, and Aaron, tell me if I'm correct, the mistake, the myth that, and a lot of you guys in the comment section, the myth that people have about South America is that we come down for the women, but the women show you so much culture. The women are on the back burner. All right, baby, but I ain't never seen it like this. Hold up. You are watching some amazing or going to some amazing, you see what I'm saying, Aaron? Like you said, the
They don't.
club or the restaurant or the museum or the statue or the whatever it is, you're seeing something that's so amazing. The woman is cool, but the stuff that you're enjoying is amazing. You're like, I'm sitting on the same step. Okay, no, wait a minute. I don't want to sit on no other step. I'm about to watch my Pharrell and Snoop Dogg video. Okay, they sat on step number 6. I'm gonna sit on step 6. Okay, let me get it right. Okay, I'm gonna sit right here on this step. I'm take my picture right here because I'm gonna put my picture right next to where Pharrell sat and Snoop Dogg sat. The female is the last thing in that moment on your mind, and it feels good to realize you can be in the presence of gorgeous women or a gorgeous woman, and the culture in the community outweighs that. And that's the myth. A lot of people think that the beauty or what the woman has to offer is the only thing that South America or all these other cultures have to offer us.
That's a clip, man. That is a clip. Exactly 100% right. And I try to explain that to guys, and it's kind of frustrating when in this, the big debate lately of passport, bro, is all about the women. And I'm sitting here like, bro, when you live overseas, the women just the icing on the cake. They're gonna be there. You're gonna have you a woman, or you're gonna have you two, whatever you like to do. But it's so many other benefits that comes along with it. It's just ridiculous, man. Not only one of the biggest ones that I guess people get lost in the sauce. Sometimes the message gets lost is that you instantly flip your wealth by just taking a plane trip. And I don't think people understand that. So to break it down in layman terms, you got two sides of the street, right?
Pause for a second.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm going to let you explain that. I'm going to take everything out of the way. I'm about to head to the men's room, and I'm going to let you go ahead and just explain that all the way through. So just in case you see me disappear for a second, I'm going to take care of business, and you guys go ahead and hear this, because this is very important what he's saying in regards to the if you think the women are beautiful, I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to break it down for you guys. And Aaron's going to say this, so don't forget your thought. You think the women are beautiful? I thought so too, until I saw how beautiful my money was. I'm going to repeat that. If you think the women in Brazil are beautiful, wait until you see how beautiful your money is in Brazil, in Thailand, in Colombia, when you are dating or hanging out with a Venezuelan in Colombia, because over 200,000 Venezuelans here in Colombia. When you sit in Chile, when you sit in the Caribbean islands, from Belize all the way to the end where you got the last Caribbean island is Cuba. You think the women are sexy? Wait till you see how sexy your dollars are. Now I'm gonna let you go ahead and explain how sexy their money are. The money is.
Yeah, most definitely, man. Just to give you an example, just imagine you got two sides of the street. On this side of the street, you got $10 in American money, right? You got $10 in American money. Now you got stores on both sides. You got stores behind you, and you got stores across the street. Well, guess what? You take that $10 and you walk across the street to the other side of the store. Your $10 is now $50. I just don't understand why people overlook that particular benefit, right? That's one of the major benefits of getting your dollars in what people would call a first world country. That's one of the biggest benefits ever. Your dollar is strong, man, and you can invest it. There are a lot of opportunities overseas that a lot of guys are missing out on. I do shows with guys that's purchased land in Colombia. I do shows with guys that purchase Airbnbs in Brazil. You know, that land in America would be a certain amount of dollars, right? But in Colombia, you know, you can get that small amount of land for a whole lot less. So that's like one of the major benefits. And I'm gonna say this: another thing, another big issue that not issue, but another big thing that we kind of miss out on is the medical tourism that you can do. Say you in Atlanta, or you in New York and DC, and you want to get your teeth done or something like that, or you got some type of surgery that's going to cost you all types of amounts of money, right? And then you really don't trust the medical industry in America like that, because everything has an incentive to sell prescriptions to you that you really don't need. Sometimes you don't even need the surgeries. It's a lot of malpractice is like one of the leading causes of death in America. A lot of people don't know that. All right. These doctors are just pretty much guessing what's wrong with you. You got to kind of self-diagnose yourself, and then try to your best to go the natural way before you do anything serious. Well, if you do got to do something serious, guess what? You can simply hop on a plane, go overseas, right? Go to one of the top hospitals in Colombia. I have a doctor in Colombia, and I have a doctor in Brazil, right? And that's one of the major benefits. So you can take care of yourself. You can feel comfortable going to the doctor. All right. Then let's talk about just the quality of living. Right. You go to the grocery store, you can buy natural foods, no GMOs. You live in a slower paced lifestyle, so you get to have more time to invest in a relationship versus you being in America. She working 12 hours a day, you working 12 hours a day, she working 6 days a week. It's just the culture of it. Everybody, we competing with the Joneses. We got to get a $500,000 house. We got to get 2-3 luxury cars. And then all of a sudden it stops, it ends. She wants to do something else. You invested all that time, energy, all that money, your life savings, $250,000, $200,000, all your wealth. And then she decides that, hey, you know what? I'm tired. I want to do something else. It's over with. So she's basically destroyed your legacy, your corporation, right? So that's one of the big major things. The divorce rate is lower in its concerns of you marrying maybe the local women and something like that. It's a lot of benefits besides what people are projecting on top of the passport bros. What they're talking about is the guys that go to Colombia, go to Brazil for a weekend. We get caught up with them. Those guys on vacation, they can do whatever the hell they want to do with their time and money, okay? But for guys that's expats, that live overseas, that invest overseas, that spends large amounts of time overseas, that's the true definition of what a passport bro is, all right? We're just not the weekend warriors that come down, party, have some fun with the women, and go back. We guys that decided to pretty much set up roots and invest in living overseas.
Absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And it's not like we sit back and we waste our time. I'm going to repeat this. It's not like we sit back and we waste our time saying, well, America doesn't have this, or America doesn't have that, or American women are this. Contrary to what you ladies think, or what women think about us passport brothers, I'm gonna promise you something. The last thing that we think about is America.
Facts.
It's the last thing. It's when we're walking down the street, let's put it like this. If I did not have a political channel, mostly money, I wouldn't know anything about what's going on. I'm gonna tell you something in all sincerity. I can't tell you what Drake song is out, even though I listen. We have a down here in Cali, we have a US channel, but I'm living in the salsa capital of the world. It's like living in New Orleans and not listen to jazz and saying, I don't want to listen to this jazz. I want to listen to my version of Detroit hip hop. Like, dude, you in the New Orleans. I'm in the Cali, Colombia. The Cali, Colombia that was in the Super Bowl with J-Lo with all that dancing. That was Cali. We actually went to the club. I mentioned this before. We actually went to the club that is owned by the dude that's the teacher of the salsa dancers that were in the Super Bowl with J-Lo. We went to that 3 days ago. So I'm not about to spend my time worrying about I couldn't listen. If it wasn't for Biden being president, I can tell you about a Cheney. I can tell you about a Mitch McConnell. It's because we have another channel. It's political. My point is that once you leave the United States, and this is what Aaron is saying, that there are so many economic benefits, so many physical benefits. I don't know if you guys realize this. You U.S., my country, 'tis of thee. I love the United States. Shout out to the United States. You do realize that you rank number 1 in the world number 6 in the world for male practice.
I just mentioned that. I just mentioned that. Yeah.
Right. Out of 191 countries, you are you ain't number 17, 32, 101. You number 6. Your country that you brag about, that all the medical needs and all that good. I've met so many Americans that have brought their happy ass down here to Colombia and to South America in general to get medical needs taken care of, because they're spending so much money to sit back and get malpracticed. I'm gonna say that again. You're spending all that money in America, your insurance, your prescription drugs, just so you can sit your happy ass down, and now you gotta sue the doctor in the hospital for what they done to you in your lips, or you into your artery. Number 6, Colombia ain't nowhere near that. Remember I said earlier, Colombia ranks number 30 in medical. I'm sorry. Brazil's number 30 in medical. Colombia's 22. United States is number 37. Yeah, I didn't know that, did y'all?
How often do you go to the doctor and you say, you know what, let me get a second opinion on this? And the 2 doctors are almost saying something separate from the first diagnosis, right? How often does that happen? He said, well, this doctor said I need surgery. This doctor said I don't need surgery. Which one is it? You know, but it's always a financial incentive, because that doctor, if you don't have a close relationship with him, hey, he might want to buy that boat from prescribing you, Pfizer pills or whatnot. It's the worst system in the world, hands down, because it's a financial system. It's one of the terrible systems in the world, because they actually get kickbacks, which should be illegal, from prescription companies, from pharmaceutical companies. They're going to definitely have an initiative to prescribe you pills. But guess what? If I get sick here in Thailand, I can just simply, you know what? I'm feeling this way. I can go to the pharmacist, and the pharmacists here are damn near like nurses. You just tell them what's wrong with you, and they'll give you a whole breakdown. They'll give you a consultation. They'll say, you know what? You can go to the clinic, but here, you can get this, and this will help that. Very nice. Total opposite. You go to the pharmacy in Publix or something like that, they're just going to give you what the doctor told you to get. You don't even need that stuff. As a matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, the prescriptions are doing you worse than your original ailment.
I'm right now.
Your knee don't hurt, but you high as hell. You know what I'm saying? You become addicted to the damn pills. You're addicted to oxycontin now.
I just pull up my man Volak, right? He's down here. He said, Dre, I'm not feeling good. He said, I need some help. He ate something and it didn't agree with him. That happens. And I said, I got you. I went around the corner. I jumped in the truck, drove around the corner. That's why you guys don't have to feel like you're by yourself when you come to Cali, because I'm going to jump in the truck, come get your ass.
At the airport?
No. He was here. He's been here a few days.
Okay.
It was like his second or third day. He's like, Dre, I don't feel good. Because, a lot. Come on, Aaron. You know that a lot of Americans, we so used to eating bullshit that when we come to Colombia, a lot of Americans get sick from just drinking natural waters or eating foods that ain't got bullshit in it. And we ain't used to that. So you'll see an American that's like, oh, shit, what the fuck? My stomach. Oh, shit. And so Volak was like, man, I ate some shit. It didn't agree with my stomach. You're like, okay, got you. I didn't drive him to the hospital. I didn't say, jump in the truck. We're going to the hospital. It's emergency. Get the hell out of the way. Everybody, it's an emergency. I didn't do none of that shit. I drove. We talking about like 9. He could tell you. It's like 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. It's getting ready to be dark. drove his happy ass straight to the pharmacy. I say, pharmacist, my boy, he said, I got back issues, stomach issues, back with the stomach. Pharmacist, look, he said, now we're talking about, he don't know no Spanish. My Spanish comprehension is good in regard to comprehension, but as far as going back out and giving you the Spanish, mine is trash. So what happens? He said, the pharmacist said, oh, bring your ass. Pharmacists go, I'm about to shoot these vitamin Bs and vitamin B6 and vitamin B12 in your ass. You're going to be all right. Took him in the back, shot him in the ass, gave him a few other meds, like for just little things. He tells me the next day, I don't know what y'all got in those Colombian pills or that Colombian shots, but I feel like a mutant, a superhero. If I could fly or if I could jump off some shit right now. I mean, he felt so healthy in the pharmacy. You see what my point is? The pharmacy. That's what Aaron was saying. I didn't have to shoot to an emergency room, sit there for 4 or 5 hours. It's going on 1 o'clock in the morning. We sitting there like, damn. Oh, when the doctor go come see him, I already knew, because I already knew that what the pharmacist would do. If it were me, I already had enough shots in the ass of penicillin. You got a cold. Andre don't even wait. Andre be like, hurt you. I go, hurt you. Yeah, you better get shot in the ass. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Because in South America, there's so many natural remedies, and there's so many remedies that are not over the counter as far as prescription drugs. I got to. Everybody know I already talked about this. High blood pressure running my family, right? Andre took me to get checked out. Bam, get my pills. This shit costs like cents. $15 to $25 per pill in the States. Cents. The same pills that you get in the United States are cents, like 15 cents, 35 cents, 37 cents per pill. I'm sitting up here paying grands for the same damn pills that I would pay for to keep myself alive and my heart not busting like our brother, rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. The same pills. You see, I've been taking my pills faithfully too, for real. You see Andre be on my ass. Andre, take your pills. Okay, so I've been faithfully. Next to nothing.
On that show, go ahead. I'm saying on that show that you mentioned about the medical show I did about men's fit and health. Dog, black men have hypertension after 20 years old. Damn 20 years old. Because around 20, you're getting out. More than likely, you should be getting out the house at 20. You know what I'm saying? And then you start experiencing the world. You don't have any guidance. So you have you're young, man. You're gonna have your trials and tribulations, and you start to get hypertension. 20 years old. So it's there, but in your older years, it starts to reveal itself physically more. True. But you already stressed the hell out. One of the biggest things I would love to do, one of my dreams is to start some type of organization back in America and take black boys from these inner cities. Like I say that from the ages of anywhere from 12 to 18, because I don't want them to be too young. I ain't trying to chase no kids down, but from like 12 to 18, with some decent grades, get them out of the inner city, bring them down to Brazil, bring them down to Colombia. So when they get back, this is going to save so many lives. They get back to their little hood. They're going to be like, bro, I ain't no damn gang. I'm about to go to school. I'm about to get some IT, and I'm about to go overseas. They know that from the jump. I'm about to be an international black man when I grow up. I don't got time for all this BS. Oh, because let's be honest, Dre. Let's be honest. I know we want to get back on the subject, but let's be honest.
No, take your time.
A lot of the deaths happen in the black community because young black boys are trying to exert their masculinity in the wrong way. Right?
Preach.
And mostly concerns of trying to get the girl. They got to be the toughest and the baddest to get the girl. I got to be tougher than this other guy. So I got to shoot this guy in order to impress her or whatnot. I got to get all this money in order to impress her. So we need to take that out. No guy, when those boys get back to their little communities, they're not even going to be worried about it. They're going to be like, man, I ain't chasing these little hood chicks over here. You know, I'm about to go to Brazil. I'll be in Brazil by the time I'm 21. I leave college.
Yeah.
And on top of, they'll already, since they're young, they'll be able to learn the language faster, right?
Oh
And much easier at that young age. So when the kid gets back and let's say he took a trip and we did a group trip down to Brazil, right? He gets back to America. He's 13, 14 learning Portuguese. By the time he's 21, he knows Spanish and Portuguese. We're giving them the proper weaponry to be strong, independent, well-optioned, well-diverse young black males. So that's saving lives. So instead of that kid going to buy some course at some PUA coach and just, man, stop all that. Stop all that. Invest your time in traveling. I mean, we got a really important and strong movement here. And it's just sad that it's getting, trashed up to a certain degree by what a small amount of guys do on the weekends, what every race of men does on the weekends around the world, Indians, Asians, whites, all that. But because of the way we are conditioned and cultured, coming from America and everything, we have this, some of us, not the passport bros, but some of us have that crab in the bucket mentality where we see through the eyes of jealousy and envy before we really dissect the information. They want to say, you know what? I hear what all y'all saying, dog. The medical, and I get all that, bro. But y'all tricking. Some stuff like that. You be like, bro, you don't know me. You don't know what I do in my personal day. Watch the assumption. So black men can't go to certain countries without that being associated with it. That's the most dumbest, idiotic thing in the book. But the good thing is, in this day and age, we have what we didn't have in the 80s, 90s, or 2000s. We're able to take our self-image back, right?
True.
We're able to have YouTube channels and show, hey, man, this brother is well cultured. He got a master's degree. He went to UConn. He traveled the world. That's a different version of the brother you see in America with the guns and, the bandanas and, yeah, I'm in my hood. I'll kill you. That's what they promote. That's what they project almost all around the world. But now, luckily, we're able to control our own self-image. And now you're seeing more of an intelligent brother come to light. And some people don't like it.
Oh, a lot of people don't like it because if it was just Pookies and Ray Rays, they would have said, let Pookie talk. Yeah, dog. Yeah, y'all need to go down to Brazil, dog, because them hoes, they giving up all the pussy. So, dog, go to Brazil. And as long as black men communicate with Ebonics, it would have been acceptable to let them niggas ain't doing nothing. That's how they would looked at us. But now they're looking at like, oh shoot, there are thousands of men that speak articulately, and men that are making points, and men that own things, and ladies that are traveling and owning things, and even women that don't travel that are saying this is why. Shout out to my girl Chantel Simmons. She sits back and she talks about the Passport Brothers in a way of, she said, and if you don't, Felicia, do me a favor, or Charles, do me a favor, drop Chantel Simmons' channel in the chat so individuals can subscribe. This sister, she spends her time talking about, I don't blame them. She's from Jamaica. She says, and she's very attractive. And she says, I don't blame them. I don't blame passport bros for going to other countries, starting businesses, getting married. He said, look at y'all, you ladies. She says, you ladies in the States don't go to the gym. You don't help that man with his business ventures. All you do is criticize. She said today, she said, the Bible says it is better for a man to live on the roof of a building than to be with some of you ladies with your mouths. He said, your man is obeying the Bible. These American men are obeying the Bible. Y'all want to sit back and complain about these men obeying the Bible. Men are realizing that you ladies are nagging wives, nagging girlfriends, nagging dates. Some of y'all the most, I don't even, how many times have you been on a date with a woman? She was a nag as if she knew you. As if this wasn't the first date. You look like you do realize this the first motherfucking date we've been on. I ain't even putting no dick in you. I'm just, this date number one. How the hell is this date number one and you are acting a damn fool? That's the United States. So there are women in the United States that are content creators that are putting out the message that passport bros have a reason. I'll repeat that part. Have a reason to not deal with the mess of not just black women, but any woman that are in the United States. And y'all could be mad at about it and be mad at her channel. I ain't subscribing. You need to subscribe to that woman's channel and see what she's talking about. And what she did was and the reason why she started her channel. Shout out to Chantel Simmons again. This sister started her channel because in Jamaica, she listened to what American women had to say. She followed the American women blueprint. She came to the United States. She went and got her degrees. She went on ahead and got her education. She said, I'm 31 years old and I'm attractive. She said, and I ain't got no man that stood by me. And I realized what Kevin Samuels was saying was true. I got a choice. I either change or I'm going to be alone with a dog. So I better sit my ass down and not change. And so she started YouTube and started teaching and showcasing other women that were interested in changing. And now she's talking about, ladies, you don't want to change? Cool. But it's brothers that got passports now, and they don't give a damn if you change or not.
Because what men do is we simply walk away. We walk away. That's what men do. We're not about to go back and forth. We got too much going on as it is outside in the outside world. We're putting out fires. You know, we are the movers and makers of this world. We don't got time to come home and deal with the BS too. That would drive me crazy. I've seen it drive people crazy. Even men in my own family, you know, turning men into alcoholics because it's hard for them to deal with the domestic side of their life. You know, they turn to alcohol and everything, all because they got the wrong woman. The most important decision that a man will ever make in his life, and I don't think people understand this, that the most important decision is who you decide to marry. Who do you decide to spend the rest of your life with? That makes a big difference in the quality of your life. And if you have a hard time getting along or dating women in America, it's some good women in America. You know, we always put that out there. But if you have issues, do not marry a woman by default because y'all the same skin complexion. All right. That ends up hurting you every time. You got to go and you got to do your due diligence and learn about this woman, spending time with this woman, investing in this woman. And you just say, you know what? Out of all the women I'm dating right now, you the one. You the one. Because you had the options of selection. And 9 times out of 10, guess what? It's going to be that Colombian woman. It's going to be that Brazilian woman. It's going to be that Thai woman. Because they are adjusted through their culture with a man's program. So you don't have to go in there and spit a whole bunch of game. It's just they're going to already do what they need to do. They're going to play their role. The roles have not been crossed overseas like it has so much in America. It's not the women's fault. I think the women get like a lot of blame sometimes for being hurled into that position. All right. Because the U.S. government at one point said, you know what? Men don't spend no money. We gotta capitalize, capitalist country. Men, so we got to get money into the hands of these women. So women have to start to go to college so they can have more disposable income. Because if they stay at home, the man has the finances and he's tight with his money. The men want to buy land and buy investments and open up businesses. The women, they can go shopping. They can get Gucci bags. They have more disposable income. You know, the majority of women, not all, but the majority of women don't even save their money like that.
No.
Man, my homeboy is one of the top lawyers. I'll give you a prime example. And I don't want to be too long-winded here. I'm gonna give you a prime example, man. My homeboy is one of the top lawyers in Texas, right? And he's dating a travel nurse. This travel nurse during COVID was making she was making $10,000 a week.
Dude, one of my closest friends is a travel nurse, so I know what you're talking about.
He told her, he said, baby, he was real nice about it. He said, baby, don't spend it all. She's like, yeah, but I'm just in a position to do it. So I do what I do. I just spend and do what I want to do. He's like, yeah, but put a little bit away. You ain't got to spend it all. Right. But that's the reason that the U.S. government want women to be all in the workforce and all that good stuff, man. That's why that whole movement came about. They just wanted more people to spend more money.
Like KB saying, he said, BMT, you're absolutely right. Some of us need to stay or to come back and give focus to the youth. This is true. The program that you're talking about doing, they're trying to figure it out by themselves. So what you're talking about, the program that you're talking about as far as passport, and I thought about that. I was like, dang, I'd like to be a part of that because I'm always volunteering for something. I'm like, man, that's a good idea. Man, one thing I can sit back and say about you, brother, man, you got some good things. And this is not the first time I've heard you talk about this, but man, you got some good ideas that's coming down the turnpike. But let's continue on
out a little bit.
Can you hear me? Let's see.
My service.
Wait a minute, it might be me. You know how Colombia does every blue moon. Let me know how I'm doing right now, guys. If you can hear me, yeah. If you can hear me, I'm a good.
Good now, yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Okay, the next one is let's get this one out the way. Most Colombian women want you for your money. That's a myth. All women around the world want you for your money. Let me get it out the way. All women want security. I've never met a woman that walks this planet that said, I don't need a secure man, a man to help me out with security. If she's interested in a real man. Guys, in the United States, the chick that asks you to buy a $400 meal is because she's like, if he can afford a $400 meal, he might be able to afford a family. That's why they do it. A lot of women are just being cheap and cheesy, but even in the United States, no matter where you go in the world, you can go to Asia, you can sit back and use your money, or the cost of Colombia. Every woman in DR, they want a man that's bringing that paper to the table just as much as the women. You know what? The number one reason why women in the United States are pissed at you dudes, not because y'all going to South America and, oh, he's with those poor South Americans. He's taking advantage. Heifer, you ain't never been to South America. So I haven't even tried. See, your girl just brought me another shot. Shout out to Aaron. We just shot for Aaron. I ain't tried this one.
That's a darker one too.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you did.
You know what? Yeah, I need another one of those. Okay. Good looking out. That's the one with the strong cinnamon in it. That's why you saw me make that face, because it's got that strong cinnamon afterbite. It tastes nothing like it's just cinnamon. And so at the end of the day, individuals have to realize that not all women are looking at you the exact same way, but yet women are still looking. When it comes to finances, bruh, the definition, you married, your woman looking at you for money. The definition of husband is gardener. Just in case you guys have never knew what the original definition of the word husband is, I'm a husband. I'm a gardener. It's my responsibility to make sure her purse collection is right. It's my responsibility to make sure that her panty collection is right. It's my responsibility as a husband. I chase down the cheaters. That's my job. I'm in the movie 300. That's my job. So even if I was in the States, women expect the exact same thing. For us not to lean on their money is supposed to be there for leisure and emergencies. I repeat that again. Women in the United States will tell you their money is there for leisure and emergencies, meaning I can buy all my purses. I can be the bad bitch. I can have all of the contour makeup. I could buy $3,000 weaves. But in case of an emergency, we can use a little bit of our money. But for the most part, women in the United States look at your money. Come on, Felicia. Come on now. Women in the United States look at a man's money as money to pay the bills and the roof and the house and all that stuff, and making sure that the family is fed. So Facts. At the end of the day, when they sit back and they try to criticize women in South America for looking at you like, well, baby, you the breadwinner. You supposed to be looked at like you going to Romania, they looking at you like you supposed to be the breadwinner. You going to Alaska, they looking at you in igloos like you supposed to be the breadwinner. No matter where you go in the world, women look at you as the breadwinner. So all that criticism or worrying about women in DR only want you for your money. Name one country that you will ever go to where women don't look at your happy ass as the one that's supposed to bring in the money. Name one.
Facts.
Other than
Facts.
Antarctica and the Arctic, those are the only two continents and countries where there are no women that will look at you like, where's your paper at, player?
Mm-hmm.
Everywhere looks at you like that. So stop criticizing or worry about what the woman in Brazil looking at you like, she only wants for my money. Dude, everybody only wants you for your money. It ain't nowhere you can go. So get that BS out your mind like you trying to save or because, Aaron, correct me if I'm wrong. I know I'm babbling a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong. The problem with men in the United States, and we got the most valuable or some of the most valuable money, we think because the woman in the United States tried to use us and hurt us with the dollar, we think that everybody else is trying to use us and hurt us with the dollar. I'm not talking about them broke bottom feeders that Aaron like. I'm not talking about them because Aaron he likes the ghetto girls. If you can't twerk, you can't work with Aaron.
Not ghetto, not ghetto. Dusty. I like him dusty.
He like him dusty. See what I'm saying? You know what? There is a big difference. There's a big difference. He like him dusty. You're if your country, and no matter what country, Aaron's like, listen here. I'm from the country. If you ain't country, no matter what country, you can't get with me. So
hey man, I like diversity. Dusty women need a little love too, man. You know what I'm saying?
Dusty women need the love. Like, where's she from? Well, she from a small town of a small town of a small town. I ain't mad at
Let me tell you something real quick though. When I was in Brazil, man, and I was, doing my little dating thing, I got the most love, right, from the girls from the favela. Hands down. Much better experience. Now, when you're dating like just a corporate girl in Brazil, you going out to eat. I mean, she gotta be at work the next day. You feel me?
True.
That girl in that favela, that curly hair, she's like, hey, you want something to eat? She's cooking and cleaning and doing her thing, man. So hey, I like a little diversity.
Now, you know what?
I like the lawyer. I got the lawyer. she's there, but I like the, I like my little
and I'm with you on that one. And I'm glad you and I finally got a chance to talk about that. I guess I'm kind of spoiled because I got the best of both worlds. Andrea is like this corporate chick that cooks. She'll cook the breakfast at 6 a.m. in the morning because she's leaving to go to work at 7.
So you get that in Colombia. Brazil, right. Sometimes you got to.
Right. I swear I get that balance.
Yeah.
Andrea will come home, and it depends on what time I wake up. She's more or less like, okay. Like right now, if I leave right now, Andrea would be like, she's got her salsa music playing, she's drinking and enjoying her time. Andrea will say, babe, you hungry? And I'm like, okay, from gabbing with Aaron, yeah, I'm a little hungry. And this time of night, and it is 11 plus, right? Andrea will get up and cook as if it was like, I'm like, babe, I don't need all that. It's not Thanksgiving, but what you cooking? There's pots and pans everywhere. So it's not a pizza being warmed up from the freezer. So at the end of the day, I like the fact that I've been blessed with the balance of that corporate woman and that traditional woman. And you find that a lot in South America. There's a lot of women down here in South America that are very professional, but then they remember what their grandmama and their mama and they taught them, or their dad taught them, and grandma enforced it. And so that's what I get. I kid you not. I'm still getting used to Andrea just bringing me a shot of liquor. I'm like, it's got to be Aaron. It's got to be, because every time Aaron is on a live stream, Andrea brings me some good morsels.
Man, let me tell you something. In South America, you can have a maid, have a personal assistant, you can have a girlfriend, and then you can have, you do your own thing on the other side too. That's the beauty of it. You got, you're married, so I understand. But if you're like a single guy and you got, you're an entrepreneur, then you got more options to date and be around women all day long.
Man, Aaron, the only reason I don't cheat because I don't want to. It's
Facts,
expected of me.
facts.
It is expected. Aaron, am I lying? You could tell it. It's expected of me in
Mm-hmm.
South America to cheat.
Mm-hmm. Most
Andre
definitely.
came to me like month 5. She was like, okay, here's the rules.
Mm-hmm.
No babies, no diseases, and no, my family better not see that bitch.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, what are you talking about? What is this you speak of? What this madness of cheating? What is this you speak of? Then I start looking at and hanging out with everyday Colombian dudes. I'm like, oh y'all mama, oh yeah. And I'm like, why? They're like, man, come on, Dre. All these beautiful women around. And dude, I've had Colombian women just straight tell me, I'm married, you married. I got an hour before I need to get home. What's up?
Hey, man.
South America, they do not care.
Hey,
The
you
only
have.
reason I don't cheat because I don't want to cheat.
Hey,
It's not that it can't be done. It is part of the fabric.
bro. Let me tell you, you in Colombia, you learning Spanish. Your Spanish teacher, she beautiful, and she hitting you up at 8, 9 o'clock, talking about you okay. I'm like, this ain't the right time to be asking me about Spanish questions at 9 o'clock. You know, like that's how it goes out there. They let them some black men. You know what I'm saying?
Right, right. It is part of the fabric in South America. It's not. It's like, so you ain't gonna leave?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna leave the man that is the father of my kids because he had some pussy on the side.
Mm-hmm.
They look at like in America, like I left him because he cheated on me and blah blah. And I'm here in South America and I'm looking at these sisters on these divorce courts. I'm like, bitch, if you only knew if your ass was here in Colombia, you would be happy that he only cheated on your happy ass one time. Because in Colombia, he got a whole side goddamn village on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing that they don't do, like this, no, better not bring no goddamn diseases to the room, and don't bring no babies. And these dudes be like, okay, cool, that's the rule. Diseases, no babies. Man, these damn Colombian dudes and Colombian women in South America, just in general. All you dudes that think your little, I don't know. I'm gonna tell y'all something for real. I'm gonna give y'all some game. Y'all know I love me some Andrea, love her. But I am in South America. It's like 99.992% of trust. But then being here and I'm seeing all these wives that cheat, I'm like, is she just, your eyebrow go up like, she say she ain't. She carry herself like she ain't, but she, she cheating just for attention. You sit back and because you see it so much in South America, like it's nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's nothing. Even as a man, and correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron, even as a man, an American man, you even tell yourself, like, to a certain extent, like, if my woman cheat, would I leave her? Ugh. Thanks, babe. Would I leave her? Would I sit back and be like, it's over, like in the United States? And you ask yourself, like, or would I sit my ass down after all the grimy shit? See, being nosy. See, you want to know the answer. See, she want to know the answer, right? Would I leave her? And so, would I leave her? And so those little. Oh, okay. Oh, Andrea said I'm stuck with her. So she always said that you stuck with me. The love, no love, we together. So that's what my point is. At the end of the day, the cheating is part of the fabric of the community. And like I said, the only reason I don't am I lying, Aaron? Let's be real. We talk this late at night. Let's talk.
Mm-hmm. No, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. I mean, it's bro, South America. It'd be so much going on. It'd be so much going on in general. It's so different. You try to get like a little Spanish tutor or something, and she coming on the video chat, breast all out. You be like, I ain't gonna learn Spanish like this. You just get caught up in certain things. I'm gonna tell you, man, I had one of the most beautiful women in the world, my girlfriend, when I was out there in Colombia, in Pato Bonito.
Uh-huh.
And she said, Aaron, please don't, when you go out tonight, please don't mess around with other women. I'm sitting here like, oh, you're the most beautiful woman in the world to me. I ain't gonna mess around with other women. Go out and you see another beautiful woman. You know, that's just how South America rolls, man. So you moving differently. Things are different. You know, especially when you live there. You know, sometimes I see guys they'll do you know their shows, and I was the same way when I first started my YouTube channel, and they'll be giving out information pretty much about their weekend trip under a lot of assumptions, right? Because they wasn't there for a very long time. So they didn't really get with the locals. They didn't really learn too much of the language, you know. So they going to say their version of the country. When we all know, I was like, bro, it goes so much deeper. It goes so much different than Parker Years. Like it goes so much
right,
deeper.
For real.
So much deeper. Like you didn't even hit Laureles. You didn't even hit La Setenta. Nothing. You just in that particular, you know what I'm saying? And all of a sudden you're a Colombian expert. No, bro. You got to be out there for a minute. You got to really move and shake around before you can really give a good, you know, some good opinions on the whole country. You know, I'm not gonna lie, I get a little upset when people think that the whole entire country is just that, when it's just so much more. It's the same thing that goes on in Southwest Atlanta on them streets in front of the strip clubs in Atlanta. It's the same thing that goes on in Colombia and Brazil. I want to put that out there for everybody. The same thing that goes on in America, right? And y'all know Houston, Atlanta, New Orleans. We know what goes on in the streets outside of the strip clubs. It's the same thing that goes on in every other country. So I don't know why y'all keep trying to talk about that portion of it when it's just so much more.
So much more. So much more. All of Colombia is not Magic City, and that's what Aaron is saying. All of Colombia is he's absolutely correct. Parque Yeres, that little small area of Medellin, or the clock tower in Cartagena, is not how all Colombian women are. Everybody's not. Atlanta is not Magic City. It is not, and all the other strip spots that T.I. or Ludacris has mentioned. It is not. It's far more in Atlanta of everyday average people, and some of the most beautiful homes and accomplishments that you see people of color accomplish, and it has nothing to do with Magic City or so forth. Same thing he has to do with Brazil. Same thing has to do with Chile, as well as all the other countries. There's only 12 countries in South America. Visit them all, and you'll discover your sisters, your brothers, and you'll discover that it's completely different in all of them. Shout out to my man C7. C7 says, enjoy the content, BMT. What year did you take your first trip? That's a good question. Your first trip to Thailand?
It's my first trip to Thailand, so this year.
Okay, there we go. There we go. And was it well worth it? That's a good question. Another question: is it well worth it?
Yes. It's a beautiful thing, man. It's definitely a beautiful thing.
Why?
Thailand, I never experienced Asian culture ever. You know what I'm saying? I was familiar with Latino culture a little bit because I dated Latino women in the States. So, we grew up beside each other. Our neighbors were Latino. We went to school with them. So it's a familiar culture. Here in Asia, it's just so different. I mean, you can leave your phone out. You can it's so safe and it's so peaceful. Not only is it financially reasonable, the people generally don't rob and steal from each other out here. Like, it's just real safe. And that was an adjustment that I had to make from, Colombia and Brazil. You got to kind of keep your head on the swivel to a certain degree. Not so much Brazil, believe it or not, more so Colombia in certain areas. But Thailand, man, and it's just a beautiful experience, man. You got a lot of, I see brothers out here buying condos. Then you get to meet different cultures of people. I'm going out with people that from Turkey, so I'm getting more of a well-cultured, I'm eating different dishes from the Indians. Yeah, it's more well-rounded. I'm meeting white guys from Switzerland, from Russia. I'm meeting Chinese guys that are cool that, live back and forth. That's the cool thing about America. Like the guys, the Russians, and the Chinese, and the Swiss guys that have gone to America, they already know what it is. And we kind of like, we cool with each other because we all, in their eyes, we're American. You're American before you're black over here, basically.
Say it again. Don't let that slide by.
Yeah, you're American before you black. So when that Thai woman is introduced you to her family, she might not even say that you black. She's just going to say, my boyfriend's American.
Yeah,
Then they
yeah,
see you like, oh yeah, he's Black American. Okay, cool.
yeah, yeah. Andrea does not introduce me as black because there's so many black people already down here. She
Mm-hmm.
introduced me more or less like he's American. It's not in the sense like he's American. My man is a. It's more or less like, oh, he's not from here. He's American. It's like a hunch, like, oh, he's not from here. He's from America, and that's what it is. And it's no big deal. It's like we get me and Andrea when we went and got our eye exam. It's funny. Uh, she told the eye doctor that, well, my husband's not from here, he's from the United States. And he was like, y'all live here in Cali, I can live in the United States, because they've been sold on this imagery of United States. No matter how intellectual you are as a doctor, you still think the United States is what you see on the telenovelas, and they only show Miami and they show parts of other parts of Florida. Andrew was telling me most Colombians don't see any other part of the states other than New York or Miami. She said we don't know nothing about Wyoming, we don't know nothing about Atlanta, we don't know. She said if she said if I wasn't with you and in the travel groups and meeting all these expats, she said I would not know that Atlanta existed, Chicago existed. She said so that's why she said that's why that's why it's easy for me to say I'm not living in the United States because of the travel groups. She said, but if I was just a regular Colombian, she said I wouldn't know. She said because they never tell us except for New York and Miami. She said that's the only part all the telenovelas ever show you. She said, and if you look at, she said if you go back, you look at all the, not like in the States, we call them soaps. You know, you're watching the soaps. Your mama will watch Days of Our Lives or General Hospital, all those soaps, All My Children. Well, they have their version, but it only lasts 6 months, 3 months, in a year. They never have a telenovela that lasts like a lifetime like ours do. And so at the end of the day, uh Andrea was saying, she said, being around you guys like BMT, me, other guys, she said, I get a chance to realize there's a Chicago that's a Chicago. There is a Wyoming, there is a Texas, there is an Atlanta. And so she gets a chance to see it from that perspective. But guys, I'm telling you, do not think most people in South America know the United States of your United States. That's what my point is.
Facts. All facts, man.
It is crazy. All right, guys, we're down to the last 10 minutes. We're going to wrap this up at 10. Shout out to all you guys from all over the country. Shout out to Charles, Lemon Pepper. Oh, you know what? I need to get some lemon pepper. Yep. I'm in the ATL in the building. Shout out to People's Coach. All right, Twan. I can give you a lot of game for man. Listen, that's too much. Yeah, listen, that's a lot of money that you pay for game.
He talking about the PUA coaches had said that. The PUA coaches said,
oh, did they say that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, Twan. Thanks, brother.
They say you can take $12,000 that you spent. I think he said living in Tijuana or living in Mexico, and you can give us $12,000 and we'll lace you up with a game. So instead of traveling and living overseas, you can get that 12 bands to them. They'll give you game.
Even if you got married in the United States, let's say you got married, you found the love of your life in the United States. And I'm talking about she's good. She's sexy. Her sex is fire. She's professional. She love the Lord or Muhammad or Buddha, whatever you enjoy. She loves that religion. She's part of that belief. Y'all got a couple of kids. Do you know that you still paying out the ass? And that's what me and Aaron are talking about as far as the medical. Even if you fell in love in the United States, you still paying out the ass to be in love in the United States. I'm going to repeat that. You guys don't realize this. You know what? I need to write that down. You are falling in love to be in the United States. You pay too much. Y'all do. You pay out the ass to be in love in the United States. I don't think a lot of y'all have caught on to that. I don't care what your girlfriend is shaped like. I don't care if she Lizzo. I don't care if she curvy Kardashian. I don't care what she is. Kanye, he got to make that money. I'm going to repeat that. Jay-Z got to make that money. I'll say it again. To get a Beyonce, Jay-Z got to make that money. Before I met Andrea, you know how many goddamn Beyoncés I ran through? Do you know how regular Beyonce ass without her notoriety and her title is in Colombia? You know how many badder chicks look better than Beyonce ugly ass in Colombia, in Brazil? Come on, Aaron. Am I lying? I've been looking at the man. You take Kardashians and stick their ass in the crowd in Medellin, and they wasn't famous, and they weren't famous. They were just regular Kardashian family. And I'm talking about when Kim was at her peak, and all the other sisters and the mama were at their peak. Stick their ass right in Medellin, right in Central, and try to find them. You wouldn't find them. You know why? Because you will be spending so much time walking and trying to get the phone number and the WhatsApp number of this other chick that I sit back and I look at the United States like, y'all like the Kardashians? I know chicks that's broke on the side of the road that will blow a Kardashian out the motherfucking window as far as sexiness. Am I lying?
Facts. All facts.
I'm looking at Beyonce like, are y'all really fucking looking at Beyonce like? I saw a survey, top 20 most beautiful women in the world, and Beyonce was on the list. And I was like, I'm glad her sister's on the list. It's cool. All right, cool. We can take care of that. We about to do some more. We doing that tonight? You know you in trouble, right?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, I'm just putting. You see, I already told you what this drink for. I told y'all. All right. I didn't make these plans. Your girl made these plans. All right. And nothing against Beyonce. Shout out to our sister. She's actually was in the top 10 most beautiful women in the world. When you sit back and you look at Beyonce and Angelina Jolie's and all these women in the United States that you swore before you got a passport were the baddest women there is. And then you came to Brazil. You saw an everyday Brazilian chick standing at the bus stop. And you saw a Colombian woman making arepas right there at her street vendor. And you like, if I was to put this chick with no makeup on and she's sweating, she working, or that chick at the bus stop next to Beyonce can't do shit to this fine ass woman. She can't stand next to this Brazilian chick. She can't stand next to this chick in Colombia making arepas. That's like a pocket, a hot pocket, just in case you guys didn't know. Am I lying, Aaron? That's probably was one of the things that blew me away was like, all the women that they tell us in the United States is the baddest bitch, the Trinas, the whoever it is you think the baddest bitch, the Tyra Banks, all back in the day, all these females, they tell you this is the baddest bitch on the cover of People magazine. And then you come to South America, you like, no, motherfucker, that is not the baddest bitch. I have been to parts of what part of Africa they say North Africa, Ethiopia. I got dudes that say Ethiopia. It ain't a woman that's North America compared to Ethiopian women. Mongolia. That's where they got the slaves that went to Brazil. So all that sexiness you see in Brazil came from motherfucking Mongolia. I dare you take Beyonce and drop her ass off without her fame. Gone, Dr. Strange. Dr. Strange could do that shit. It's gone. And drop Beyonce ass in Mongolia. The baddest chick that you said that you gotta have and you ready to commit suicide over. And my point is, some of you brothers in the United States, and Aaron, come on now, we can attest. It's some dudes that's ready to commit suicide. It's some dudes that's ready to harm themselves, harm kids, harm themselves over a motherfucker in the United States. They swear that's the baddest bitch. You sitting up there, sitting in the friend zone. You sitting in the friend zone over some pussy in the United States. You swearing that's your. Man, I'm gonna sit back. I'm play cool. I'm play. She gonna give me that. Yeah, girl, we gonna go to football games. You in the fucking friend zone for a bitch. You swear she the baddest motherfucker that you ever saw, and then you drop that bitch in Brazil, and you will never notice her ass again. You will never notice her again. You will never, the one that you swore, you stayed in the come on, fellas, come on. You dudes that's in the friend zone right motherfucking now. Right now it's a hot chick that got your bitch ass in the friend zone. Right now. Am I lying?
Facts, all facts.
What was in Dre's drink? No. I was the dude that your girl, that your person that put in the friend zone, I was the dude she was fucking. See, y'all ain't never heard. See, y'all hear it from the perspective of the dating coaches. You ain't never heard it from the motherfucking boy toys perspective. I was a motherfucking boy toy. It was bitches that was paying me to fuck them while they was married. I was a fucking true boy toy. So when I sit back and I tell y'all spend all that goddamn money for them bitches that would blend into a goddamn crowd and you never see them again in Colombia, you will never see her ass again. You will never even notice her again in motherfucking Brazil, Uruguay, Paraguay, Argentina. You will never notice her ass. All right. It's some sisters, you drop their ass in Thailand. They black. Drop their ass in Thailand. You will never notice that heifer again. You'll be so busy looking at some of them Thai women that looks like sisters that you will never even notice something. Aaron, am I lying?
All facts, bro. All facts. You know, all facts. That's
what our point is. You guys, some of you dudes on the brink of doing some stupid shit for a bitch that ain't worth it. She got my kids. All right, go to court. But if it ain't kids involved, why the fuck you like this? If I can't get that, you sit up there like some of you bitch ass niggas, you like this. If I can't have that pussy, nobody can. Some of you motherfuckers right now watching us mixing up some acid and shit so you can throw some acid in some female's face. The same pretty bitch with dimples will blend in South America to where that bitch is never seen again. To where you don't even notice her ass. That bitch that you think the prettiest fucker that you ever fuck with, the goodest pussy you ever fuck, that bitch work at McDonald's. Am I lying?
Facts.
Am I lying? That bitch working at motherfucking Papa John's.
Selling peanuts on the beach in Brazil.
Nigga. Selling peanuts on the beach of Brazil. Dude, do not get, man, that shit that y'all sit up there in the United States, y'all about to go crazy over. If she don't love me, I don't love her. I don't. What the fuck? That bitch. Man, if y'all sit y'all crazy asses down and get a fucking passport, and then you realize as soon as you get on land, my bad. I said it wrong. My bad. As soon as you get on a plane, my bad. I said that wrong. My bad. Let me clear this shit up. As soon as you get your ass to the airport in Miami or Tampa or Fort Lauderdale, and you start sliding your ass through the airport, and all of a sudden, Aaron, come on, test this. When you first go to the airport in Miami, and you go into international, you start noticing, hey, this regular everyday women, okay, and all of a sudden you go a little further, okay, and all of a sudden you start seeing bad motherfuckers. You're like, damn, she fine. And all of a sudden you see a bunch of bad and all of a sudden all these bad fine motherfuckers is heading their ass to South America. And
Medellin,
you in the Miami
Colombia.
Airport. Come on, Pastor. I know I ain't the only one that saw that. You sit in Miami
Colombia,
Airport or Fort Lauderdale Airport or Tampa Airport. You sitting there. You don't know no Spanish. Everybody speaks Spanish, but ain't nothing but bad bitches all motherfucking around you in Miami. Tell me I'm lying.
Facts. All facts.
That's all what facts. Our point is. Men, We're trying to encourage you, do not get caught up in that shit in the United States that cause you to do stupid shit in the United States when the bitch that you sit up here about to sit up here and give your life over. It's dude, if I could walk in the goddamn prisons and talk to men, that bitch that you sat up there and did stupid shit for or over. And I'm not talking about I'm gonna take her life and take my life. I'm not talking about that shit. No. I'm talking about you dudes that sat back in the drug game. Come on now. Some of you sat back, you had the flies ride because you thought you had the flies females on your arm. Knowing that bitch was nothing in Colombia. Knowing she was nothing in Brazil. Knowing she was nothing in Thailand. Nothing in parts of Europe. She wasn't shit. The shit is dudes that's in jail right now trying to impress females that wasn't shit in the United States compared to the women in South America. That's why we're talking about this. Men, every bad bitch that hurt your heart, tell her, fuck you. You hurt my heart? Fuck you. It happened. Everybody get their heart broke. Fuck her. Get your passport and experience what me and Aaron and Zoom to Thailand and Ace and the Flyboy Way and Roller Tape and all these other Drees TV, all these other brothers are telling you, man, this is real. The bitch that you think is the baddest, I want you guys to take a second. Take a second out. I want you to think about the baddest, sexiest, goodest piece of pussy you ever had, ever, in the United States. In the United States. Think about it. Take a second out. This was the nastiest, freakiest. This heifer was, and she was so sexy. I don't care if you was multi-millionaire, dude. I don't care if you came up on this bitch for one night. That heifer working at McDonald's in South America.
Facts. It's facts.
That bitch sweeping a broom and is not even at the house. She working for the sanitation department in South America. If y'all asses do not stop losing your lives and losing your mind over them bitches in North America, acting like they the shit. But Andre, I saw the fat ass in Atlanta. I saw her, man, shit, Atlanta strip clubs. It was up to me. Atlanta strip clubs will be emptied in a motherfucker. Cause I'll be like, dude, before you go in there, you got your passport. Nigga, I ain't got no passport. Then no, little brother. I'm gonna take you to the goddamn post office tomorrow morning. We're gonna help you get your passport. And if you think Atlanta strippers are the shit, then go and stay in Atlanta.
Facts.
But after I get you your passport and you go somewhere else, you're gonna be looking at Atlanta strippers like this. What this bitch? Why should I throw money in the air for this bitch?
Mm-hmm. That's facts.
You're gonna be looking at Atlanta strippers like you look at Pinky on Pornhub. Like, this bitch got blew up. I gotta look at some Pinky like back in the day videos to get my dick hard.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying, Aaron?
Facts.
And I know I'm being direct with this, but I'm being therapeutic at the same time. Men, the woman that you said, and I'm glad that this is putting on my heart to say this, and I might do a video about this. Men, even ladies, the person that you're about to do some stupid shit over is a person that looks like they work at McDonald's in other countries. Do not lose your peace, your mind. That bitch that cheated on you, fuck her. You should be, listen, if a female in the United States cheated on me with the knowledge I have, man, I'd be the happiest motherfucker in the land. I'll be the happy man. I'll be skipping to work. Nigga, why you so happy? You got some new pussy? nigga. My wife cheated on me. I'm out, nigga. I'm about to move to Brazil in 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I wish the fuck my woman in another country, in the United States, would cheat. I'm begging. Baby, I need you to do me a favor. In the name of Jesus. In the name of Jesus. I need you to cheat on me. What, baby? I need you to cheat on me so legally I can leave your ass and go ahead. And some of you motherfuckers want the baddest bitch in the United States, the baddest motherfucker in Miami. I'm talking about the baddest motherfucker in Miami because she the cousin of the baddest bitch in Colombia, the baddest bitch in Brazil. She the cousin. She ain't shit. The bad motherfucker you thought was in Miami. Look, she's a D. Wow, I'll never have a woman like that. She should be in a Lamborghini. She should be with a football player. Goddamn dumbass basketball and football players got like what's that chick that's been having the babies by NBA players and shit. I forget what her name is.
I forgot. Megan, not Megan.
Not oh shit.
Brittany Reiner, Brittany or something.
Brittany.
Not Brittany Reiner, but what's her name?
Yeah, Brittany.
That's her name.
Like when the one young dude came in the NBA, like right out the gate, and she had a baby by this dumbass nigga. Dude, I'm gonna tell you something. In Colombia, most NFL, and correct me if I'm wrong, Aaron. I'm gonna shut the fuck up for a second to hear what you have to say. Most NFL, most NBA wives, most NHL, and most Major League Baseball wives, them bitches will get lost in Medellin downtown. You'll never even notice them bitches ever again in life.
That's facts, though. That's facts.
So don't be out here damn near trying to commit suicide for these women in the United States. What the fuck y'all doing? Man, that's a whole video by itself. That's a whole video by itself. What the fuck are y'all thinking about sitting back, giving up your life? But I love her, Dre. She the one. We've been together for 16 years. Nigga, get a passport and not a pistol. Get a passport and not a pistol.
Facts.
And then talk to me.
Facts.
Tell me she worked all this shit then after you've been to Brazil. Tell me she worked all this then when you've been to Thailand. If she ain't worth all that bullshit then, she ain't all that bullshit. She ain't worth all that bullshit now. You been fooled, player. You been tricked. But Dre, you gotta understand all the nasty shit she did. And we got 3 kids together. Nigga, and you the first dad that sat back and disputed with a woman in child support court. And shout out to all you guys that donated the super chats. Here's a question. Here's a good one. Shout out to KB. KB said, want to know if you think it's a smart move outside of the United States, smart to move outside the United States, but hang a cash flow business for purpose of dollars. Anytime you talk about purpose of dollars, yes, that's smart right there. And access to loans. I think you're talking about in the United States. Can easily access capital in other countries. KB. Perfect. That's exactly how you do it. That's how I do it. Hey, y'all got me fucked up. My bank accounts in the States. I got a Colombian bank account and I ship money from the States. All our proceeds, profits are in the States, US dollars. When I don't care if I need it every 15 seconds. When I need money, I send it down to Colombia. I don't send all my money. You know how much taxes I be paying out the ass in taxes. I got all these tax breaks in the United States. Why the fuck would I send my money from the United States, all of it, all at once to Colombia? No, what you're talking about doing, KB, is absolutely correct. That's exactly how you would do it. Am I correct, Aaron?
Facts. All facts, bro.
I think we don't talk about that on YouTube enough, letting guys know that's how you would do it. If you, no matter what business you have, at least have a way to what your investments or your bank accounts at least start in the United States, so you can continue to get those US dollars. And See, my money is 99.9% going into my bank account.
Mhm.
And when I need money here in Colombia, rent is sitting down. Payments on car insurance is sitting down. Me and Andrea have a allowance that we give. It's sent down. We're paying on something. We're buying new microphone. It's sent down. Until then, it's put in investments in crypto, investments in different stock options. That's where our money goes. And a certain amount is kept in the kitty, which is our bank account. Am I correct?
Facts. No, you correct, bro. All
So
facts.
a lot of guys fail to realize that we're supposed to finish off a few moments ago. We did this one KB. Let's go. Shout out to KB. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see. Very comprehensive video. Love the gems from both of you. AGS.
OGs.
OGs. Okay, thank you. You know, I ain't got my contacts in. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
So salute,
Backpack.
bro.
I know.
That's my dude.
I like the title, Backpack Val. I like that.
He
So
be in
that's a
Colombia.
Is he?
Yeah. He was on the show with us a couple days ago.
I ain't mad at him, man. Go ahead, man. I ain't mad at him.
The brother with the muscles.
Ah, that's the other bro. Okay, Mr. Muscle.
Yeah.
I remember that. Mr. Workout. I like that. Hey, you know what? I would love to have him on the show as far as fitness. Do me a favor, brother. Felicia, do me a favor if you're still up. Put our email address in the ASPENS 2011 in the comment section, because I would love to interview this brother as far as health, exercise, dieting, things like that. I would really like to hear what he has to say in regards to down here in Colombia. So shout out to you, brother. So I really look forward to talking to you. And when you email me, we'll probably exchange numbers anyway. And I get to talk that shit. Beyonce damn near average. She is average. She's a beautiful woman, successful woman. She average. Beyonce is our female version of Michael Jackson. I repeat that. Started at a young age. She will succeed till she dies. Mike was not like, damn. Females never sit back and say from the 70s all the way till now, never when females say the baddest black man was Michael Jackson. They never said that. The greatest entertainer is Mike. The greatest female entertainer outside of Diana Ross is Beyonce. But nobody sat back and was like, yeah, Beyonce so far, I gotta have her. Motherfuckers be like, man, listen, Sade 50. I would fuck Sade before I fuck Beyonce in a New York minute. Beyonce I'll be fucking Sade like, is it a crime? But to sit back with Beyonce, you like, Beyonce, that's like Rihanna. You already know Rihanna gonna be fine until then. But you ain't looking at Beyonce like, damn, the top 10 finest black women in the United States is Beyonce. Nah. And they put that out there. Okay, here we go. C7 says, I know, he said, I know she wants that baby. I think I'm dipping. Whenever I'm dipping, I already know. He said, I know that they producing to start. Let me scroll down some. Shout out to my uncle one again. All right, Jeff. Lets me know my uncle's still alive. I mean, not alive, but around. He was like the first person to converse. They won't believe us until they take these flights. That's a good point. Good point, Twan. They will not believe us until we take these flights. We're going to wrap this up in the next 2 minutes, guys. If I don't get to your comments or your super chats, blame it on my head and not my heart. Let me scroll down. All right, we just did that one. Beyonce is sexual. Okay, oh, man, listen. Kelly made me fall in love with chocolate women. There was always sisters that was out there that I was into. I mean, Thelma from Good Times. I mean, it was always like you know who my biggest crush was? Janet Jackson, when she was Todd Bridges' girlfriend on Different Strokes, when her name was Tracy. Man, dude, I was right. It was like Todd Bridges and I were the same age, and Janet Jackson. That was my first true celebrity crush. When Janet, not when she was Penny on Good Times, when she came on Different Strokes and she was Todd Bridges' girlfriend. That was my first my first celebrity crush. I was like, that's what my girlfriend gonna be, with the hair flipped up and the whole thing. That was me. That's a little Andre trivia. Okay, guys, we're winding down the last 2 minutes because I already know I already know what he ain't got going on. I already know. I ain't mad at him. He about to have some breakfast. Beyonce is not sexy. That's the last comment we have. All right. Any closing words for Aaron, from Aaron, in regards to the myths that people have about women in South America? Can't hear you. You put yourself on mute.
Don't let these YouTube little shows and this little propaganda they got going against the pass pros make that define what traveling the world can do for you. All right. It's a whole lot more than the women. It's a lot of myths and misconceptions because people are going to be jealous, envious that you was able to put yourself in a position. It's a lot of Americans that don't have the time or the investment to be able to travel the world like that. But a lot of of us have figured a way out. So you got Andre that gives consultations. You get a lot of good information from me. Look at our channels. Go through our backlog, go through some of our videos, and start to try to see if you want to make a decision to be able to either live overseas or spend lots of amounts of times just in your travels in general. It's a lot of good information between both our channels. All right, a lot of good information like a game. So don't just step out there, and be lost in the sauce, and then you say, "Well, I went to Brazil, I have a good time," and all you did was go in there and sit in your hotel room all day because you don't know anything that was going on. Don't do that, because I have seen guys do that. Make sure you get the proper information, right? And that way you can really get the full max value of your trip. So if you got 10 days in Brazil, you maxing out those 10 days because you know what to do, who to talk to. All right, guys? That's all I got to say on that. Get those passports, man. Get those passports. Find out for yourself. Just find out for yourself. We show receipts. We got the receipts. But do your own research to find out for yourself.
All right, guys. Your girl Andrea back here. One more shot. All right, y'all already see me enjoy some shots. She got the good music going.
You doing what I was doing last night.
Man, listen, man. The one thing about living in the salsa capital of the world, I'm on the live stream. Andrea thinks she's slick too. Andrea plays my favorite music while she's in the other room. She closed the door, and I'm trying to focus on you in the audience this whole live stream. And I'm like, man, that's my song. That's my song. It's kind of funny to be in another country, and it's cool to be in another country and to say, that's my song. When you're in Brazil, there's a certain tune that's like, that's my tune. That's that got me. That's my tune.
Yep.
It's so cool to sit back and feel like that, and you notice that it all comes from our African roots. At the end of the day, it comes straight from the Garden of Eden. All of our African roots, and so it's so cool to be able to experience that. Once again, I want to let Aaron know. Go ahead, Aaron.
I was just agreeing with you. I'm just saying facts.
Once again, we're about to wind down. We're about to get the hell up out of here. I got Andrea sit up here feeding me shots of. Yeah, I know what the shots are. I got Andrea feeding me shots. I'm my man Aaron. He already sitting up here watching me drink the shots, and we already saw him sexy with the beautiful nails, reaching to the camera. Do this. Yeah, I ain't mad at Aaron. I ain't mad at him at all. But at the end of the day, we just want to encourage you ladies, as well as you guys, please take advantage of your passports before life asks you to do something stupid. Please just take advantage of your passport. I would rather you guys sit back, go to DR, and blow $3,000 than to go and stay in the United States and say, I'm going to harm her or him. The reason I'll say this, I'm going to end with this. I want Aaron to hear this story, why I'm so passionate about it. My best friend Zena, Z-I-N-A, Dallas, Texas. She was actually used to live in there's a suburb. She just finished her practicing nurse's degree. She used to call me every day driving from Dallas to Houston when she got to the point where she was just doing her internship. She married a guy that was a school teacher. She's very successful, aka Zena, Z-A-N-A, one of my closest partners. And what ended up happening with Zena, her husband or ex-husband not only took her life, he also took his current girlfriend's life before the police in one city could call the police in another city to warn them of this dude. He had already driven to my best friend's home, killed her daughter, shot the two children. In his original house, he killed his current girlfriend, killed her daughter, and shot the two kids. Fortunately, all four of the kids that got harmed lived. My best friend, Zena, and the current girlfriend and the two daughters, the girlfriend's daughter and my best friend's daughter, and my best friend and his girlfriend didn't survive. Men, you doing too much. He's in prison right now. I'll repeat that. Alive in prison right now. So when I tell you guys that I'm passionate and Aaron is passionate, there's a story behind why you heard the story of Brazil, yes, the other day, or why he's so passionate. You hear Austin Holloman's story, why he's so passionate. All of us who are in the Passport Bros, for the most part, on YouTube, we're passionate about this because there's a story behind why we're passionate. And it might not even be our own story. And for 3 years, I told my best friend Z, I said, Z, you like attention too much. I said, attention, that's not a good thing. And even when this is the funny part. She spoiled her ex-husband. She was like, he's not used to a $15,000 diamond necklace. He's just a school teacher. He's not used to a $5,000 diamond bracelet. But she's thinking like, since I make $350,000 a year, my husband at that time should be spoiled. She's Miss AKA around the country. Gorgeous AKA. Y'all know how AKAs are. They don't have no ugly girls. And so when we say this, there's a reason behind when we say, men, don't do something stupid in the United States for somebody you think that's flawless in the United States, when you can sit back and say, dude, I would rather you motherfuckers shed your tears on a plane with a passport, crying like a little bitch with a passport on your way to Aruba, on your way to Colombia, on your way to Thailand. I don't give a fuck if you cry like you ain't never cried before. But at the end of the day, I would rather you cry with a passport than do some stupid shit that's gonna land you in prison like that dude did with my best friend, his new girlfriend, both daughters, and their kids. So when y'all wonder why Andre get his passion from, or Aaron get his passion, his drive to create an app so we can communicate with each other, so we can encourage each other from not doing stupid shit in the States, there's a reason behind all of our stories.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage of our stories. We're not asking you to hide our stories. We're not hiding our stories. We want you to take advantage of our stories. That's why and I'm talking about my partner. Me and Zena, and I told her dad told her, Z, you like too much attention. You're too beautiful for someone to like attention. Her dad, she never listened. I said, Z, what the fuck you doing with this broke ass dude? I didn't know Z was married until Andre, I got somebody to tell you. What you need to tell me? I'm married. Who the fuck? I never heard of the dude. Never knew about this dude was one of a BMT.
Mm-hmm.
This dude was one of the he was 6'6", big dude. He was one of the Dallas Mavericks. It was like the Dallas Mavericks had like 6 dudes that were like dancers during halftime, and he was one of them. He used to play. This is why she came to me. My husband used to play for the Raiders. Wait a minute. You got a husband that played for the... So she caught my eye because, I'm a Raider fan. So she caught my eye with that. And after he got done with the Raiders, he became a school teacher. He was a lineman. So I'm like, okay. And maybe like 5, 6... Dude, this happened like... It's got to be going on like 8 years ago when he came in. And then, this is the funny part. When he went to my friend's house, he threw a hand grenade. Threw a hand grenade and went in, ta 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 ta. Hey. BMT, this dude had the audacity to lay his big ass down on the ground as if he was a victim. He didn't even run. So he's doing federal time and state time. Why is he doing federal time? Because he's ex-military, and they're wondering, nigga, where the fuck did you get this hand grenade? Because we don't sell this shit on the streets. So now he got the FBI and everybody. We know you ain't a victim because you ain't got no scars or nothing on you. Ain't nothing landed on your fat ass back or nothing. Again, 6'3", 300 pounds. I mean, 6'6", 300 pounds.
Sad, bro.
Men, you ain't got to do this shit. I repeat, for you men and you ladies that are out there right now, your man cheated on you, ladies. Fuck him. I know, but can't nobody eat my put. You think you, ladies, and I know Aaron got things to do. You really think you got your pussy ate, huh? You ain't never got your pussy ate until you left the United States. Men, you really think somebody licked your asshole and sucked your dick and pull your dick from the back, huh? And sucked it, huh? You really think that? That nasty bitch in the States, huh? You ain't never got your dick sucked until you get a passport. I'll repeat that. I don't care how much that bitch made you come and you damn shivered, all that. You ain't never got your dick sucked until you leave the United States. So all that shit that you try to act like, what a sexy United, I kill a motherfucker about a bitch United, get the fuck out of here. Other than somebody that's threatening your children, listen, if I got a passport and I'm in the United States and I got children by somebody, y'all can kill that bitch. Don't hurt my kids. My kids can come. Oh no, I saw you. Come on, Aaron. Come on. Am I lying?
All facts, man.
My kids, don't touch my kids. But that bitch, you can have her. I'm not about to sit up here and waste my time talking about, but that's my baby mama. Nigga, please. Nigga, please. We all black folks at this time of the night. I could talk like black folks talk. Nigga, please. Anybody's about to sit up here and waste their motherfucking time and go through that bullshit of because you my baby mama. I'm about to, hey, listen, I ain't got no kids, but I know one thing after I got my passport, it ain't a baby mama in the United States that I'm gonna sit up there and take a bullet for. Bitch, I ain't married to you. Because you got some kids, just because I bust a good nut one good night, I'm supposed to take a bullet for your ass? I'm gonna say this again. Just because I bust a good nut on a good night, I'm supposed to take a bullet for your ass? No, boo. Ain't no rings involved. I ain't got no responsibility to other than these kids. The only thing I care about is these kids living, not your ass. Go ahead, pop our ass. So at the end of the day, you guys got to realize, do not make my point is, do not make these mistakes that some of you guys are thinking about making after this live stream. Do not do this. Talk to some of your male friends. Talk to some of your partners. Bruh, talk to some of your white boy partners, your white boy co-workers. Bruh, I know you hurting right now. I know you think this is the most fantabulous. She was the first one to let you fuck her in her ass. I got you, bro. This is the first time you ever had anal, and you're a church boy. You like, in the name of Jesus, she let me fuck her in her ass. Bruh, hear me out. Hear me out. White brothers and black brothers and Latin brothers and everybody else. Go to Brazil, and you'll realize anal is a part of the goddamn community. That shit was not special around the world, what you just did. So realize the stuff that we think that we're about to do some stupid shit for, men going to jail for, men losing their lives for, men sitting up there and being upset for, you going to court for, half that shit. Let that bitch, listen, if you worth 200,000, let that bitch have that 100,000. God damn it, you going to another country. That 100,000 go last your happy ass damn near 10 years, and you gonna get the best pussy you ever had. Stop acting like goddamn food in divorce court for them bitches. You gonna flip what you got. You gonna flip that shit like Michael Jordan flipped that shit. What Michael Jordan's wife had to get, what she got, 200 and something, 1,000 or million. Let's say Michael Jordan's wife
she got like 225 million.
Did Michael Jordan not flip that shit?
Yeah, he laughed about it.
Thank you. Some of y'all don't know how to realize that if you go to another country, you flipping that shit just from getting off the plane. You wait a minute. You mean my 100,000 is worth $400,000? You mean I'm damn near $500,000? Yes. In most countries in the world, most, not all, most countries in the world, oh, there we go, right there. Let me go ahead and get this shot real quick.
All right.
There we go. That's because of Aaron. So most countries in the world, your $100,000 has a buying power of $400,000 to $500,000. And you about to do this shit over some pussy? You about to fight some? I wish the fuck it ain't let's talk about this. Let's not even go to this extreme. Let's talk about fighting, shooting somebody. I wish the nigga you could have it. I wish I came in the house. My wife is fucking another motherfucker. I get that shit on film for the attorneys. Other than that, go on, keep fucking. If I was in the States, man, I'd be like, y'all need some condoms. Do y'all need? Hey, check it out. Check it out. Hey, Aaron, check it out. We used to have, I know we're supposed to be gone by now. We used to have a joke in federal prison. Dude came into the house and he said hi to his wife. Hey, baby, I didn't know you was getting ready to get out. They let me out a little early. He said hello to his kids. He said, baby, I'm tired. I'm going to the bedroom. Before she could stop him from going to the bedroom, there was a man in the bedroom. His feet were sticking out from under the sheets and he was asleep. He walked up there. He said, "Who the fuck is this dude in my bed, in my bedroom?" He said, "We used to," and this is our joke in the feds. Said, well, the wife would say, "Well, remember all the times I used to come visit you, and all the times I sent you money, and all the times I made sure that you was all right in the feds? Yeah, who the fuck is it? What? He was the one that gave him the money to make sure you had money on your bank account. He was the one that took me up to the prison to see you." The dude would say, "Bitch, is this the dude? Yeah. Well, goddamn it, cover his feet before he catch a cold."
That's what's up, man.
You see
But
what I'm saying?
I gonna get on out of here, bro.
Get your ass up out of here, man. This is morning where you are. It's morning where you are. I got to get ready to go anyway. You know, you about to handle some business on that side of the world. I'm about to handle some business on this side of the world. And
all
so,
right, bro.
guys,
Great
we appreciate
show,
y'all. We up out of here. I appreciate Aaron being up in here. You know how I can talk. You know how I told you that he's smooth. Yeah, Andre, that's yeah. They try to say I'm smooth. Ain't shit smooth about me. Shit, I try to be smooth. I damn near choked to death one day. So shout out to Aaron. Let me let Aaron say his closing in regards to it, guys. Once again,
man, nothing but good information. You know, we traveling the world, booking flights. We're not worried about the haters or anything like that. Get those passports, man. I just can't reiterate. Get those passports. It's gonna give you years on your life. You don't want to be that old guy in a nursing home that never left your home state.
Again, what Facebook page should they join the Facebook page?
Black Men Travels 2.0, and then we also got Passport Bros, which is going crazy right now. I got like 200 requests to get up in there. So, yeah, man. And of course, the YouTube channel, Black Men Travels YouTube channel, BMT Travels.
All right, there we go. And I got one more question for you. Can somebody, because I haven't asked in a while, can somebody donate to what you're trying to do with the app? Can they still donate?
Yes, once we release the beta version, which should be like the next month or so, we get a lot of feedback. We'll start a crowdfunding campaign as well, because we're gonna need a staff, of course, to keep up with the app, run the app, and all that. So we're gonna have another Kickstarter campaign for that as well.
Okay, cool. We are out of here, people. For all you U.S. citizens that's on some stupid shit, do not be on it. And for the rest of y'all that got your passports or looking to think about getting your passports, we appreciate you. We love you. And when I say I love you, I love you. Aaron loves you. We're doing all these things so black men and black women can have an outlet that's outside the United States, because nobody's creating outlets for us in the United States. So we decided that we're going to create them outside the United States. Once again, it's your boy Andre Love Crossing Borders. I'm up out of here. Got your man Aaron, Black Man's Travel. Y'all ain't the first. This ain't the BMT. Subscribe on YouTube.